यो चैट, आई एम लाइव भाई. भाई कितनी सारी स्ट्रीम है. आई एम लाइव चैट. क्या हाल है यार? व्हाट्स गोइंग ऑन चैट? व्हाट्स गोइंग ऑन? क्या हाल है भाई? वी आर बैक विद नॉर्वे चेस. होपफुली मैंने गलत वाली स्ट्रीम में स्टार्ट, सही वाली स्ट्रीम में स्टार्ट करी है. आई डोंट इवन नो which stream I'm starting and which am I ending. But anyways, I think I'm live and everything is fine. Let me just put my phone on charging, dude. Otherwise it will... yeah, so I am live chat. Do like the stream. If you're here for the first time, do subscribe. Let's go to live to the game. भाई ये क्या position है यार? What the hell is going on? भाई ये क्या prep है यार? Okay, let's look at the game chat. This looks interesting. So chat, let's look at the game. Let me see, the chat box is there. Awesome. So c4 by Wesley So, very interesting choice. c5, knight c3, g6, g3, bishop g7, bishop g2, knight c6, knight f3, e6. So far it looks so calm. How did this happen? d4, takes. Oh, so Wesley sacked a pawn temporarily. Is this theory, by the way? Man, I need to learn some openings, man. I need to get out of my comfort zone with the Queen's Gambit. Knight takes d4, knight takes, pawn takes, knight e4, d5, and this controls knight d6, so there is no knight d6 check anymore. But now I think queen f4 check, and white basically gets what he wants here, because bishop d6, there is always knight d6. He plays king f8 directly, and now queen a3 check, very clever, and now queen to e7, and now knight to d6. And bishop e5 played by Vishy, and this is the last move, chat. And now c5 by Wesley. Chat, so far Wesley has not used a single second for his game, and that means he's in deep prep. And that's usually not a good sign, I have to admit. Why were you so quiet? वो last में quiet था यार, पहले तो बहुत पीड़ रहा था मैं. श्रीनाथ का मैंने almost भाई, श्रीनाथ भाई का मैंने almost मतलब student gang war start कर दिया. तुम क्या बात कर रहे हो यार? Wesley just missing on moves, man, came well prepared. Yeah, I think what happens is when, for example, you know, your opponent is playing really well, so you feel like preparing even deeper because you really want to get into prep and make him suffer. But what happens is sometimes you choose lines which you don't play often, and if your opponent finds all the best moves in the opening, then you can actually suffer in the end game, yeah, because you don't know how to play the structure very well. Having said that, it usually takes a lot of time to figure out the best moves, and what can happen is even if you figure out all the best moves and get out of trouble, you might not have any time remaining on the clock. So Vishy has to be fast here, and he also has to be accurate. चैट क्या हाल है? स्ट्रीम की क्वालिटी तो खराब क्यों थी यार? मेरे को ना वो जूम का समझ ही नहीं आ रहा कैसे OBS में ऐड करते हैं. आई थिंक लास्ट वाली क्वालिटी ठीक थी. आई थिंक इट शुड बी फाइन. आई विल फिगर इट आउट क्या चक्कर है भाई. तीन स्ट्रीम में पता ही लगता है ना यार. कल नॉर्वे चेस शाम को है नहीं, सो टुमारो इट विल बी मच इजियर टू फिगर इट आउट. अर्जुन अभिनव के लिए बुरा लग रहा है नेपो को बोलने से. अच्छा गली ऐसा कुछ नहीं यार. ओके, ऑल गुड, ऑल लुक्स गुड. समोसा का जलवा सुना आपने नासिक में? अरे हाँ भाई समोसा ऐसे थोड़ी यार, गर्मा गर्म समोसे ऐसे फैलाए थोड़ी हमने. पर्पस यही था कि भाई लोगों तक समोसे का टेस्ट पहुंचे. क्वींस गेम मतलब लंदन नहीं खेलते. लंदन भी खेलता हूँ यार, बट लंदन इज लाइक माई गिल्टी प्लेजर यार. मतलब इट्स लाइक यू नो द चीट मील और द नॉटी प्लेजर्स you go into which you should not do always, but I do it. But Queen's Gambit is my like professional opening, yeah. If some GM is going to ask me what do I play, I will not say the London system, I'll say Queen's Gambit. Anyways, I'll just play bishop d7. Yeah, but b7 is hanging, dude. You can't play it. What's about king g7? Basically get out this check, yeah. Basically क्या है कि king यहाँ पे ना हमेशा tactics में फंसा रहेगा, and we want to develop the knight, but we can't do it because there is bishop s6 check. That will be a problem at some. And also, by the way, f4 bishop is getting trapped almost. Yeah, you can take, of course, here. So it's better to get the king out first of all, prevent any tactics, and keep your position flexible. And now we decide what to do. h5 also possible. Yeah, also possible. I think वो engine की move थी. I honestly like king g7 more. It's more human. h5 is the engine move here. अगर सागर से तानिया मैम के सामने इतना शाय क्यों हो जाते हो? शाय नहीं था यार, बिल्कुल भी नहीं. आई थिंक सागर भाई आए थे तो उनका मजा आ रहा था बातें सुनने में, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. और श्री भाई को पूरा मौका दे रहे थे भाई. ही कैन क्रिएट अ रक्कस अमंग हिज स्टूडेंट्स, बट वो काफी क्लेवर है यार श्री भाई, फंसे नहीं. सुप्रतीक गाटा कैम्सकी. ये क्या पोजीशन है भाई? मैंने कभी नहीं देखा. मैंने भी नहीं देखा भाई, साथ में देखेंगे आज. चैट like the stream by let's go 300 likes, and if you're here for the first time, do subscribe. Let's go. विदित कौन सी कंट्री से है? Anyways, let's go to castles from white now, And white's still in prep, dude. Still in prep. He's moving really, really fast. H6 is possible. It is possible, I think. It's not a bad move, I guess. But the question is, how do you develop? Yeah, you have this extra pawn on d4. Because white is probably going to threaten this pawn as well. So it's like, अगर ये pawn गया, then I better have something else. भाई prop knight में लगता है आप भी फंस भाई prop knight यार I can play once in a, ऐसा कोई चक्कर नहीं है, but okay, let's see. भाई समोसा टर्न नहीं आफ्टरनून कब चालू करोगे? करेंगे भाई. I think हमें समोसा टर्न नहीं करनी पड़ेगी यार अब. गिरी वर्सेस कार्लसन, by the way. अरे हाँ भाई, रुको चैट, रुको 1 second, give me 1 second chat, रुको. चलो भाई, let's analyze गिरी against Carlsen. Okay, कहाँ थे हम भाई chat? Let's go. ये हाथ पीछे क्यों नहीं जाता है भाई? पीछे जाओ यार. हाँ. So गिरी against Carlsen chat. या कहाँ थे हम? मेरे earphones. And let's look at Giri against Carlsen. So the game started with d4 from Carlsen, knight f6, c4, e6, knight f3, d5, queen's gambit. Now we have the terrace kind of structure, c takes d4, queen d4, ed4, bishop g5. And we saw, I think, e4 line, something like this. Maybe it's a different position, regardless. Bishop e2, knight c6, queen d3, h6. Yeah, typical isolated pawn, yeah. Typical isolated pawn. And yeah, it does look like यहाँ पे रुको chat, दिख रहा है कि नहीं दिख रहा है? दिखना चाहिए यार, important है. हाँ, anyways, so all cool. ये मेरी latest shirt है यार, बहुत मेहनत करके मैंने बनाई है stitch करके. And Carlsen has taken the pawn on d5. So bishop takes d5, queen takes d5, queen takes b2. This might just end in a draw, yeah. It's very much possible. So it might just end in a draw. And because of that, I think we might see Armageddon soon here. So just to point out chat again, I am totally a neutral commentator. And you know what? I have another surprise for you. For any Carlsen fans, for any Carlsen fans, the chat, रुको भाई, I have a surprise for you. चलो भाई, for any Carlsen fans, the chat, चलो भाई, दोनों खुश रहो यार तुम. चलो भाई, with this we have finished this shirt drama. Let's go for this. कहाँ था मैं भाई? Anyways, what the fuck is this sound? भाई क्या sound है यार? Oh, आप समझा? अब ठीक हो जाएगा. गिरी कार्लसन से क्लासिकल में ड्रॉ कर लेगा और ब्लिट्स में पिलते मरेगा. लेट्स सी. म्यूजिक डबलिंग इज सॉल्व नाउ. चैट कम ऑन, 400 की वॉचिंग, 90 लाइक. आई एम नॉट अन अकेडमी स्टूडेंट, बट लेट्स गो चैट. जल्दी से. हिपोक्रेसी की सीमा होती है भाई. क्या हिपोक्रेसी भाई? मैंने क्या दिखाया? ये दिखाया ना. This is what I showed you. Anish Giri and Carlsen, always true. Anyways, let's go to the Vishy Anand game. I think that's the critical game here. So we saw it as c5, king g7, and now castles. And Vishy is 25 minutes behind on the clock. So I think Vishy is definitely not well prepared about this. कहाँ मिलेगी टी? अरे भाई ऐसे कैसे बता दूं? भाई अनीश वीडी का पहनना फॉर चेस बेस ओरिजिनल्स. अरे हाँ भाई, दैट्स अ गुड आइडिया. सागा भाई को सेशन देता हूँ. सागा भाई, if you're watching this, ये मैंने शर्ट बनवाई थी भाई. डू गेट दिस एंड सेल इट एज मर्च. वहां पे लोग पहन सकते हैं भाई, मस्त बिकेंगी. People can support their player. What about h6? It's possible, dude, but where do you put the knight then? Because honestly, you want to because you can't play knight f6 because of f4. So if you play h6, where is the knight going? That's one problem I have. स्टार्ट से बिल्कुल भाई ये गेम बहुत क्रेजी है. यहाँ तक लग रहा है कि बिल्कुल काम गेम है. लाइक इट शुड बी सम लॉन्ग वेरिएशन, एंड देन सडनली व्हाइट sacks a pawn with d4 and plays knight e4, threatening this check. So Vishy plays d5 quickly, but now queen a4. If bishop d7, there is knight d6, so he plays king f8, and queen a3, and after queen e7, he plays knight to d6. And once you play bishop e5 to attack this knight, he plays c5. So he defends this knight. And if you capture, the queen is attacked. If you move the queen, then this is completely lost, because now comes bishop f4. And I think black is already lost in this game. So black is not developed, and white is going to play rook c1. He will castle, and he's completely winning. So instead, Vishy plays king g7. Good move. And now castles by Wesley. GM IM कहाँ गए? सिर्फ NM बचा है. NM से ही काम चला लो. Pawn b6 looks logical. That makes a lot of sense, like when you look at it. But the problem again is, chat, like I can simply play, for example, f4. And if you take, again I will take, so that doesn't solve the problem. If bishop f6, for example, you go back. Chat, can you guess the move for white here? Come on, chat. White to play. What do you play as white? Come on, chat. वेस्ली ने जितनी तुमने एनसीईआरटी नहीं रटी ना, उससे ज्यादा वेस्ली अगली 50 मूव रट के आया भाई. I think we should win classical serve. Let's hope so, bhai. Takes on pieces is possible, but there's a better move, and that's g4. And you're trying to trap this bishop still. And if you try to play h6, it doesn't really help much because g5 takes, and if you takes, there is rook f7. And you can see how white's entire army is fully developed, yeah? So it doesn't really help you. And that's why Vishy has to be very accurate here what he does. Otherwise, he will struggle a little bit in this position, and Wesley is very well prepared, yeah? Here to go back, kya hal hai? How is gonna develop this c8 bishop? That's the mystery, no? Because if you develop this bishop, then b7 falls. So you have to wait for the right moment. Accuracy so far is 99.9 for Vishy, so it's absolutely correct. He's playing the best chess. But now, chat, apparently, according to the engine, because this is some crazy preparation by Wesley So, the best move is knight to h6. Bishop d7 would have been my choice just to kind of develop pieces, but the engine says that knight to h6 is the best move. And this is not easy to play, to be honest, because naturally, first of all, you want to develop knight to f6. That's the first preference. Second, where is the knight going? Like, because I can always, maybe knight f5 is the idea. But again, f4 is still a threat. For example, f4 can be an issue. Like you have to come back to f6, and maybe the idea is that there's no g4 now. That would be the idea. Let's see how it works. Yeah, of course, you want to develop these two pieces. Yeah, if black can develop these two pieces, I think he's better. There is no doubt. If black can develop knight on g8 well, bishop on c8 well, and he does not lose something, he is clearly better. He has an extra pawn. The knight on d6 can be captured later, and you also have b6 to break this, defense of the knight. So black should be better then. The problem is that white is fully developed and black is not developed. Even black is a pawn. Yeah, exactly my point. What is the problem? Bishop d7. It's possible, I think. It's possible. It's not. The engine says it's not the best move because of f4 again. This irritating move. And now you have to capture c takes and play queen to d8 maybe. And it says that white is better after a move like queen to b4. And it just does make some sense because d4 is hanging and so is b7. So I do feel nervous looking at this, but maybe it's still possible to play. Vishy might lose on time. देखो यार, शुभ बोलो chat. शुभ. Please शुभ बोलो. Let's not lose on time. मुझे हार्ट तक आ गया looking at the bar. Voting करो कौन जीतेगा chat. Okay, let's do an honest poll. ठीक है, Vishy versus So. Look at the position in front of you. What do you think will happen? Do you think Vishy will win? Do you think So will win? Or do you think it will be a draw? Look at the time on the clock as well. Yeah, this is the first time he's such low on the clock. Yeah, it does look scary, man. Chat. Can we get to 500 likes? Jaldi se yaar. Come on, chat. Jaldi se like kar do yaar. It will not cost you anything, but it will be fun. Extreme recommended jayegi thodi baat yaar. Maze aa jayenge yaar. Like kar do yaar. Thanks a lot. Vishy played, really? Not yet. He played 96. He found knight h6. But yeah, this is one of the best moves. But now, chat, this is why I say don't listen to the engines. Because now, in this position, it says knight h6 is best. Once you play it, it says suddenly white is better after a move like e4. So don't trust the engines, chat. Don't trust the engines. And now it says equal. So I have lost complete faith in online engines. I am not going to refer to them for this game. I'll try to look at it myself. And although I don't understand, I think I just take. My logic says I can just take here. And if you take with the knight, black should be okay. But it is of course scary because bishop g5 is incoming, and this is very scary at all. If I play f6, then f4 becomes a reality once more. For example, let's say I play a6, bishop g5, f6, and then suddenly you can see the problems. Yeah, f4 is a problem here. If I take here, he takes here, and knight is coming to f6, rook is coming to f6. Oh my god, this is not good. Back. Tiku bhai, ऊपर chat देखो. I told Vishy will find 100%. अरे nice यार, I hope so. 500 लाइक कर दो, चेत को मिले. अरे ये क्या है? अरे थैंक्स फॉर सुपर चैट हर्षल भाई, बाय द वे पिछली स्ट्रीम के लिए थैंक्स अ लॉट भैया. मैं देख नहीं पाया उस टाइम पे, तो थैंक्स अ लॉट भाई. Arey Karthike bhai, thanks for the huge super chat, man. Hats off to you bhai for streaming continuously. It's really difficult to maintain this energy level for such a long time. इसी बात पे सब लोग like कर दो. Arey thanks a lot Kaushik bhai for the super chat and the kind words, man. Bhai, I think the games are so exciting. When the games sometimes get boring, no, I lose my energy and I lose my throat anyway. But I think the games are so exciting. Just look at this position, man. Just look at this position. Knight on d6. The king is a bit stuck. White is setting to play f4. The bishop might get trapped. It's a crazy position. Thanks a lot, bhai, for the huge super chat. एक बार सूरी से. सूरी कौन है भाई? आज कितना गंदा हो चुका है स्ट्रीम. गंदा? घंटा. अच्छा मैंने कहा गंदा क्यों है भाई? एक बंदा सुपर चैट कर, एक बंदा कह रहा है कितना गंदा हो चुका है रे स्ट्रीम. आज हो चुका है. I think it's been 6 hours. Almost 6 hours now. Is this match live going on? Yeah, of course. हम recap में विश्वास नहीं रखते यार. Rook Reed's plan for Vishy very solid. Yeah, but does he have time for it? I think chat देखो कई लोग पूछ रहे हैं who has the edge. Honestly, with best moves, it's still equal. But because Wesley is well prepared, he is the guy who will have the initiative for the next few moves. So what's Vishy's best plan is, without taking too much time. Too much time means without trying to basically use like more than half his time for the next 5 or 10 moves. He has to play decent or the best moves, get out of Wesley's prep, and then slowly try to come back. Because if Wesley had played this before, Vishy would have seen this and prepared against this. If it's new, Wesley has not played this before, maybe. In that case, maybe Wesley does not understand it as much as something else. So there are chances Vishy to come back. But for now, for the next 5 to 10 moves, I think Wesley will have the initiative. He's well prepared. He's way ahead on the clock, and he's in great form as well, along with Vishy. So it is a battle of, it might be the battle for the first prize of this tournament, yeah, because Vishy is first and Wesley is second. Lot at stake. Don't you prefer white here? The thing is, yeah, I look at the position, right? If I develop my bishop and rook, I'm very happy as black, dude. Like, I'm very happy. So white has to prove the compensation. He has to break in the center right now. He can't wait. If white plays bishop d2, oh my god, I'll start dancing as black because knight f5, and I think black is better. So white can't waste a single move. How did the English become so aggressive? Yeah, I am also surprised by this. I have to admit. Okay, I think chess blitz की DVD लेनी पड़ेगी भाई English attack की मिहाइल मारेंग की. I think मुझे यही करना पड़ेगा. Topalov loves Wesley. वाह अमन भाई वाह. इतना कुछ लोग डिस्कस कर रहे हैं हाउ टू सॉल्व वर्ल्ड हंगर, और एक अमन भाई बीच में है यार कैंडी क्रश खेलेगा तू. आफ्टर e4 ब्लैक इज विनिंग बाय इंजन कुछ भी. Hey Tiku bhai, mod. Arey yaar. If bishop takes on knight, then Vishy's king is open. Exactly, that's the point, right? You notice karo chat. The bishop defends the d4 pawn, right? So if you capture on d6, suddenly d4 is weak, and then all these dark squares will be ripe for utilization by this dark square bishop. So you have to be very careful when you capture this. This is move number 13, chat. So 27 moves to go, and Vishy has enough time. That so far is not an issue. But the main thing is he has to find the best moves. That's very important. Depth कितना रखा है इंजन का मैं देखा नहीं यार. 34 depth है भाई. But यहाँ पे I think Wesley is prepared. Yeah, he's trying to remember what he had seen. What about en passant after EF? When? You can't en passant this, right? I mean, ये कौन सा long distance en passant है भाई? I wish this was possible, भाई. That would be awesome. But it's only possible. अच्छा, even after E4. Oh, sorry, my bad. You can capture this, but that would basically, allow the queen into the game. And now queen takes h6 is possible, and that is the problem. So your knight has to move again. That's the issue. Alex bhai, thanks for the gifted membership, bhai. Thanks a lot, bhai. Thanks a lot, bhai, for the constant support. Thanks a lot, yaar. और ये प्रैक खा लो भाई. नहीं भाई खा लिया भाई, पेट फट चुका है, अब सिर्फ दिमाग की बारी है, दिमाग फटेगा. Can you gift memberships? यार अक्षत भाई can. I can't. I tried to see if I can do that myself to somebody's stream. I can't do it. अक्षत भाई क्या स्पेशल पावर है भाई. Anyways, 96 played. So let's wait for the move, chat. A brief look at Carlsen's game. रुको. Sorry, my bad. Carlsen's game. Chat देखो. I promise you, during this entire stream, I'll support Anish Giri. I know Anish will win today, even if he has the black pieces. So as you can see probably on my shirt, I have full support for Anish Giri right now. If you can't see, I'll make it easier. रुको. हाँ, So Anish Giri greater than Carlsen. It's very obvious. And that's why I'm in full support of Anish Giri. I will not change my opinion regardless of the result. This will not happen. Full support for Anish Giri. And now I can see Carlsen has taken on d5. Anish can simply take on d5, Queen takes and Queen takes b2, and he wins back the pawn. And I think he should be better. He should be fine. I mean, the engine says it's equal, but he doesn't know black is Anish Giri. So I think with this, Anish Giri should win the game. Even though it's equal, he will win the game. Yeah, so shirt ulta nahi hai. Perfect hai, bhai. Perfect hai. So Anish Giri will win. Okay, now we go to the Vishy game. Vishy game mein kuch hua nahi hai. Brief look at the game of Radjabov, because I also want to have a look at this, because he's also going to play the candidates. And this is an important match for him against MVL. He has the white pieces, but to be honest, this looks roughly balanced to me. I don't see anybody better. Opposite color bishops looks like a drawn position. White maybe has some pressure here, but yeah, I can always defend this easily. Yeah, rook c8, what can you do? You can't do much. So I think draw here, I expect. वो बहुत तारीफ कर रहा था Wesley. कौन कर रहा था यार? You know that you are the first and last cinema of India. Thanks, Pai. I don't know if that's a compliment or a roast, but I'll take it. Let's go to the game of Vishy Anand again. And he plays e4. Wesley, क्यों चाट किया है थ्योरी यार? थोड़ा बहुत छोड़ दो, थोड़ा बोर्ड के लिए भी छोड़ दो ना यार. सब घर से ही खेल के आओगे तो कैसे मजा आएगा? ये मैंने मारा कि विशी ने मारा, ये भी समझ नहीं आया मुझे. रुको भाई, मैंने मारा होगा. ओ, विशी ने मार दिया. He took it. Vishy took it in 1 second. Oh, that's crazy. And yeah, that's crazy, because chat, the engine is confused. It says rook d8 is the best move. Okay, makes some sense, but Vishy took on e4, it's the second best move. Time saver OP. Yeah, let's see, because now knight takes e4 and bishop g5 is incoming, chat. Magnus is streaming. Oh yeah, he's playing, but he's streaming. Awesome. Yeah, D looks. The thing is, after knight takes c5, bishop g5 will be a threat. And that's not easy to meet. I would have also played this, by the way. Rook d8 looks human, but yeah, Vishy played it very quickly. So I guess he also had a certain idea in mind. Magnus will crush Anish. Hey, kuch bhi. These Super G rise till depth. For sure, man. For sure. I mean, they can prepare till the end of the game. It has happened, you know, like you must have saw that Vishy against Nepo, yeah? That F5 wali game where he crushed Nepo out of the opening prep, yeah? So, have you played against Saga Bhai? Not yet, by someday. Max is a very savvy person. He got Botis Ludwig on the same stream. Yeah, I remember that one. That one I have seen. Anish, who will you choose? I will have to buy a t-shirt first for that. Only then I can reveal it, Nikhil Bhai. Right now, I'm not sure. So rook d8, if the second choice was rook d8, by the way, a brief look at rook d8. So if rook d8 and you take on d5, I will not take back on d5. The idea is to take on d6. And if you take, I take. I'm not sure which piece should I take here. I mean, I would probably take with the queen. That's my. But the bar does not like this. I think because oh, bishop f4. I completely missed bishop f4. With bishop if I check incoming. Bhai, Wesley ने क्या prep करी है यार? This is not easy, dude. This is not easy. And Vishy plays d4. Let's hope so. He has calculated or seen a lot of this. Otherwise, it's not easy, man. This is not easy. Chat, anybody joining in right now, I will show you one particular moment where the position felt like it was very normal. You know, white will play something normal, castle, black plays knight f6 and all chill. Suddenly, Wesley sacrificed a pawn. Knight takes, pawn takes, knight e4, threatening knight d6, d5, queen a4, king hata, queen check, queen I, and then knight to d6. And after bishop e5, c5. And the fact that Vishy played bishop e5 tells me that he has seen this, but I hope he has seen it as much as Wesley has. So, yeah, Wesley thinking now, he's trying to remember his prep and maybe also chat. पता क्या होता है कई बार क्या होता है when you are playing chess and you know कि तुमने बहुत deep prep करी है, कई बार तुम acting करते हो, तुम्हें पता है move क्या है, तुम्हें पता है अगली 20 move क्या है, but you will think you'll act like this just to confuse your opponent कि maybe I don't know it for sure. And then your opponent can get overconfident, you can destroy him. I've seen this multiple times, player do multiple times. Yeah, that's always the case. Is it position reached before? Can you check it? This position has never been reached on chess.com. ठीक है, सो ध्यान रखना, दिस इज द न्यू पोजीशन ओवरऑल. 94 पे f6 बिशप रुक सकता है. या फॉर एग्जांपल 94 एंड यू प्ले f6, बट यू हैव टू लुक एट योर बिशप नाउ. फॉर एग्जांपल लेट्स से यहाँ पे आई कैन फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल प्ले बिशप टेक्स h6, king takes an f4, and once you go back I play g4. So I mean, what is this position? Only God can tell us, and Wesley maybe. And now suddenly, you know, you can see how white is fully developed and black isn't. So we'll have to see how it works though. Magnus blunder, Anish better. Did my short work? Equal to hai yaar. Of course Anish will win, of course. Short ne kaha hai, but still. Accuracy on Sahil bhai. Accuracy is 97.8 for Vishy and 99.8 for Wesley. 99.8. जो भी किताब वेस्ली चार्ट किया है आज भाई साहब, अच्छे से चार्ट किया है भाई. सागर को साहिल कब मिलेगा? अरे वाह वाह, पोएट्री. Have you also tried a kind of body language when playing? I have not tried this one की मतलब acting करके मतलब, but I have seen players try this. But I'll try it someday भाई. ऐसा नहीं है कि I'm against it too much. I can try it. चैट देखो 1300 की वॉचिंग है और 300 लाइक है. अगर लाइक सब लोग लाइक कर देना तो स्ट्रीम सडनली भाई मैग्नस कार्लसन को खुद रिकमेंड हो जाएगी भाई. कितना मजा आ जाएगा यार. जल्दी सब लाइक कर दो. एंड इफ यू हैव फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम, देयर इज अ सब्सक्राइब बटन, डू क्लिक ऑन इट एंड बिकम अ पार्ट ऑफ फैमिली यार. एडवांटेज कितने? एडवांटेज अभी उतना नहीं है यार. I think it's still roughly equal, but Vishy needs to develop very quickly. Bishop d7, get this rook out into play very quickly, and you know, take care of this bishop. This bishop is the नाजुक piece. ये हमारा वो बच्चा है जो अब तक कॉलेज नहीं जा पाया, फेल हो रहा है. इसका ख्याल एक्स्ट्रा करना पड़ेगा. How many channel members do you have? Not many actually यार. मैं members उतना promote करे नहीं कभी, तो कमी है. जो भी अच्छी है लाइन वेस्ली की, वेरी सरप्राइजिंग. मैग्नस 800+ व्यूज लाइव है. विशी स्टॉकफिश एंड वेस्ली लीला. अरे लीला वर्सेस स्टॉकफिश मैच नहीं देखना है हमें यार. भी आज विशी सर नीचे कैसे टाइम में एक बार शुरू से दिखा दो. आयुष भाई थोड़ा सा पीछे जाओ. सी द एंटायर गेम, बट ही इज बिहाइंड बिकॉज वाइट इज रियली रियली वेल प्रिपेयर्ड. ही इज रियली रियली वेल प्रिपेयर्ड. Saw you Tana Sachdev stream. You are very gentle. Now here I am feeling अपने अड्डे आ गए भाई. मैं यहाँ भी स्ट्रीम कर रहा था, वहाँ क्या बैठे थे भाई. मैं यहाँ भी स्ट्रीम कर रहा था भाई. तो लगता है वेस्ली सो आउट ऑफ प्रेप हो गया है. That's the trick, राहुल भाई. That's the trick. You could, because honestly, once you reach this position, if this is prep, how is d4 not prep? Like it's impossible. He's confusing Vishy, yeah. Because if e4 is prep, 100% 94 is prep. Yeah, there is no doubt. ऐसा नहीं होगा कि भाई मैं e4 खेलूंगा वाइट से. ओके, विशी का प्रिपेयर करना है. ही इज इन ग्रेट फॉर्म. लेट मी प्ले e4 एंड इफ ही कैप्चर्स आई विल नॉट प्रिपेयर. दैट इज नॉट हैपनिंग. सो आई थिंक yeah, probably he knows what he's doing. Yeah, probably he knows. Bishop d7, then b4. How will you play you mean b5? Bishop d7. You mean for white? Yeah, but first of all, he'll take on e4, right? He can't allow black to have these pawns. Otherwise, I'll even play f5 next, or even just take this and f5 and just take this, and I'm better. So he first has to take on e4. When do they stop prep? They won't. I mean, ever. If they could, they can prepare very very deep. And you know, like, how do you prepare chat? Usually, you can use the online explorers for chess.com, Lee Chess, or I don't know if there's I think chess24 में भी होगा. Whatever website you use, or you can use Chessbase, which I think you will find on Sagar Bhai's website. So you have many tools, and सारी games online मिल जाती हैं. And you can see your opponent's past games. पहले उसने क्या क्या खेला है आज तक पूरी life में, and you can prepare your openings according to it. So it really helps you. Vishy King is looking like Bishop. Yeah, I mean Bishop की जगह ले ली. Bishop being sad. यार मुझे घर आने दो. I am Sahil Tiku before 2023. अरे बिल्कुल भाई. वेस्ली की प्रेप भी उसी को सोचवा दी विशी ने. ये है भाई, but I think he's still in prep. I'm telling you, he's still in prep. He knows it. f6 by f6 will happen. I think it will happen. Because chat, by the way, after knight takes e4, first of all, there's this threat, and second, you also want to get the 9 to the game, right? So f6 automatically makes a lot of sense. Knight can later go to, let's say I play bishop d2. then automatically I have knight f7 now. It controls d6, it defends my bishop, controls g5, and now even if you play f4, I don't care. I mean, I just drop the bishop back. Next rook d8, bishop d7, bishop c6, and black is fine, absolutely fine. So f6 has many ideas, and Wesley is still thinking though. I don't think Wesley is pretending. See, he played e4 in like 5 minutes, yeah? He played e4 in like 4 to 5 minutes. You will not find e4 in 4 to 5 minutes. He has seen e4 at home, and if he has seen e4 at home, the first choice of black here should be de4. So he has seen this. Maybe he doesn't remember it perfectly, so he's trying to recall what he has seen, but he has 100% seen this at home, for sure. Belated happy birthday to Hari Krishna Pentala. Arey, great happy birthday. Isn't this kind of position good to exchange queens? If black could, yeah, of course. But white queen kone mein baiti hai bhai, chup ke, it's kind of difficult to exchange queens here. It's kind of clever to Wesley that using his preparation against the guy who is leading the tournament. Indeed, because if he wins, he leads the tournament now. Slow mode lagana hai kya? I'll add the slow mode, bhai. I'll add a brief slow mode. But regardless, but thing is, game mein maza aayega na yaar. Game mein maza aayega ab. It will be fun to watch this game because it's sharp and both players trying to win this game. I feel he's trying to remember falling moves. Yeah, he's trying to remember the falling moves. That's definitely possible, bhai. That's possible. आजकल हरी कृष्णा को क्या हो गया है? क्या हो गया समझ भाई, आप ही बता दो यार, मुझे तो पता नहीं. Best line chat. Vishy has already taken, so now we already know knight e4 is the first move. Then black plays f6 to prepare knight f7 and prevent bishop g5. And यहाँ पे white has a few plans. He could play queen d3, trying to pressure this pawn. He could play bishop h6, king takes, then this line of f4, bishop c7 and rook e1, which is basically targeted at, you know, this weird structure jahan pe the only two pieces developed for black are the queen and the king. But of course, he's not far away from developing, but this is a very awkward. I have never seen the king on h6 such a case. So this is very unique. Something like this might happen, yeah. I'm 2 days Nihal versus Arjun match. Yeah, 2 दिन हो गया I think अब. कोई नहीं भैया, एक बार निकलने दो उस प्रेप की, पता चलेगा इसको कि फास्ट खेलने में किसको आता है. ये तो है. You know, if Vishy can get Wesley out of his comfort zone, then suddenly Wesley will be the one who's more nervous because Vishy, पता क्या होता है? One more thing I'll tell you, chat. When you are prepared, right? जब आपने घर पे बहुत देखा होता है, courses के लिए link आपको description मिल जाएगा, Lost Letter, भाई. When you prepared something very deeply at home, you want it to work, and when your preparation is working, थोड़ा दिमाग ना आलसी बैठ जाता है. For the first 15 moves आपको सोचना ही नहीं है. ओपोनेंट जान लगा के सोच रहा है भाई मैं क्या खेलूं, यहाँ पे मेट हो रही है, एंड तुम चिल होके बैठे हो, सिर्फ मेमोरी से मूव्स खेल रहे हो. When you have to switch on the 16th move, right, or whatever move it is, it's not easy because तुम्हारा दिमाग थोड़ा सा बैठा हुआ है अभी. It's not being used, और ओपोनेंट पूरा कंसंट्रेशन में है, so it can sometimes also work in the other way. Exam में same होता है. Exactly. And it can sometimes harm you as well. So, but of course, this is top level chess. They are used to all of this, but still. After 15 moves, should Vishy play some slightly suboptimal move? I already think he has played like, you know, the second preference on many occasions. So I don't think Wesley has prepared too deeply in this exact variation because he played king g7 where I think something else was h5 was the best move. Then he took on e4 where rook d8 is the best move. So he's already played the second best preference in a couple of occasions. So I don't think Wesley is super well prepared here. Just to put it that way. It doesn't look bad, man. It doesn't look bad. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. I don't see it as bad for Vishy. It's just challenging, yeah. I mean, for example, if I ask you to run 5 kilometers tomorrow, it's difficult, but until you faint, you still have a chance of doing it. So it's all fine. भाई इसमें एक बार गेम है जो पोजीशन पर पहुंची है? हो सकता है एक गेम कोई हो यार, क्या पता वेस्ली सो ही प्रैक्टिस गेम खेल रहा हो कल बैठ के. वेस्ली वेंट फॉर बिशप बी लाइक मुझे घर जाना है. यार ट्रू. किंग कह रहा है भाई मैं तेरी जगह ले तो अपना देख ले. वेस्ली को कैंडिडेट्स खिलाओ, रजवा को निकालो. संकेत भाई ऐसे नहीं होता है ना, वी कैन नॉट जस्ट डू अ पोल एंड रिमूव पीपल फ्रॉम कैंडिडेट्स. ऐसे तो हम इंडिया की 16% पॉपुलेशन दुनिया की है, हम तो 8 इंडियंस को कैंडिडेट्स में पहुंचा दे भाई. बाद में वीडियो ओपन द चैट यार. अज्ञान मीटर बताएगा कभी खेला ही नहीं. Chat F5 नहीं, पहले white to move है यार. It's white to play. Somebody saying Carlsen winning. Dude, how is he winning? How? He's not even played a single move now. He's absolutely, it's equal. Queen A3 now. And queen goes back. Still equal. Yeah, this is also equal. Wesley So, come on. चल भाई. इंतजार. गिरी ब्लंडर. मैं अभी अनीश ब्लंडर. चैट देखो, मैं तो कहा था यार, मैंने कहा था मैग्नस कार्लसन विल विन दिस. I always told you, I always had this faith that Magnus Carlsen will indeed win. देखो मैंने ये शर्ट में ये लिखा था यार, देखो मेरी शर्ट में तो यही था यार, मैंने कहा था कार्लसन greater than गिरी. I told you this. देखो यार, देखो 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 ये देखो, I told you this man. I told you Carlsen greater than Anish. देखा, मैंने कहा ही था कार्लसन जीतेगा यार. I'm never wrong in my predictions. I'm never wrong in my predictions. Carlsen greater than Anish. Oh sorry, Carlsen greater than Anish. देखा, I told you chat. So I'm never ever wrong in my predictions, chat. Vivek Desai, suck it. Just kidding, bhai. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, देखा, awesome, bhai. So well done, Carlsen, bhai. I hope you win this game. Let's go to the next game. That's Vishy Anand's game. Scam क्या? बिल्कुल सही है बोला ना मैंने यार. बिल्कुल मिरर इमेज क्या है? मैं यही दिखाया था पहले भी. Anyways, so let's go to the game of Vishy Anand again. जहाँ पे Wesley So ने इतना सोच लिया है, किसी लड़की ने प्रपोज मार दिया हो, and he's already committed. Anyways, let's go. पैसा का वॉल्यूम कम हो गई काफी. हाँ वो दूर था मैं यार, मैं वापस आ गया हूँ जाने मन. लेट्स गो. अनीश विल अनफॉलो साहिल ट्विटर. ऐसे मत करना यार. ओए उसको दिखाना नहीं, अनीश को नहीं दिखाना, क्लिप मत करना यार प्लीज. जस्ट सेइंग, अनीश ने बड़ी मुश्किल से फॉलो करा ट्विटर पे. बड़े बड़े विटी ट्वीट्स मारने पड़े थे मुझे. टी शर्ट के अंदर की टी शर्ट दिखाओ भाई, इसके अंदर कुछ टी शर्ट नहीं है भाई. अश्नीर गोवर एंटर्स द चैट. अरे भाई, दिस इज हाउ यू डू अ जुक जुआ. खेल दिया वेस्ली ने. क्या बात कर रहे हो वेस्ली? खेल. क्या खेला वेस्ली ने भाई? बिशप E4 would be bad, I think. We need the knight on E4 ताकि बिशप G5 का थ्रेट डाल सके. What is the criteria for qualification candidates? There are many criteria, but no Indian has qualified, so let's not get into it too much. पलटी पार्टी कहाँ यार? ये देखो यार, मैंने कभी बोला क्या? When did I say यार? मतलब मैंने कब बोला? मैंने कब? ये देखो मैग्नस, देखो देखो दिख रहा है ना इसमें? देखो मैग्नस, अरे कहाँ गया यार? हाँ मैग्नस, ओ सॉरी सॉरी, एक सेकंड भाई. हाँ, so I always said Magnus greater than Anish. Magnus greater than Anish. Always भाई, always. I told you man. ये देखो यार, ये बोलो Magnus for life भाई. Let's go. Anyways, that's the truth. So I'm always correct, chat. I'm never ever wrong. Let me point that out. And let's go to the game. By the way, Wesley has captured bhai. Wesley has captured on E4. With this, bishop G5 is incoming. And that means ki bhai, F6 is one of the only moves here. Let's go F6 Vishy. Let's go F6 and try to bring the knight to F7. Who knows? Maybe Wesley does not remember the prep, does not take on H6. And suddenly we have a better position, yeah? Who knows? अनीश से बड़ा तो साहिल टिक्कू ने ब्लंडर किया भाई. मैंने क्या किया? कुछ नहीं हुआ भाई, कुछ भी नहीं हुआ यार, कुछ हुआ ही नहीं. अनीश इज नेवर कमिंग इन द कमेंट सेक्शन इवन एनीमोर. भाई वो खेल रहा है ना, अभी उसको नहीं दिखाना. तुम शांति रखो ना, तुम्हें क्या मजबूरी है भाई? वेस्ली फॉर ऑस्कर्स. वेस्ली फॉर ऑस्कर्स. ओह माय गॉड. या फॉर श्योर भाई. क्या एक्टिंग करी ना बंदे ने. या आई डोंट नो व्हाट इज द मूव हियर. गिरी ब्लडेड. आई नो यार, आई नो. F5 में बिशप G5 आ जाएगा यार. फिर क्या करोगे? ये क्वीन कहाँ जाएगी बेचारी? अपने घर से धक्के निकाल के बाहर ले जा रहे हो उसको यार. अच्छी बात नहीं है ना यार. सब लोग ट्वीट करो एजी को. ए भाई यार, आप क्षितिज भाई आपको कभी आपको मतलब मॉड बनना है कि नहीं बनना? नाइट F5 फोक था. ओके, या कौन सा फोक है यार? साइल फॉर कमला पसंद 500 अवार्ड्स फॉर वाइल्ड एक्टिंग. Why Wesley is playing stockfish moves while Vishy is playing Alpha Zero top preference? Yeah, man, that's the dream. Alpha Zero top preference. That's the dream of every chess player in the world. How can Magnus stream chess 24? By Jadu, when you are a world champion, God gives you extra powers, and then you can do it. We know you're talking about Anish Nayak. No, bhai, it's all Anish Giri, bhai. Always. Anish Nayak has many supplements before his name. You know, you can say Mermaid Anish Nayak. You can say, marine life Anish Nayak. You can say swimmer Michael Phelps Anish Nayak. But उनका नाम खाली Anish Nayak कभी नहीं दिया था. वेस्ली टीचर निखिल का टिक्कू नॉमिनेटेड फॉर वर्स्ट दोगलापन नॉमिनी. भाई अवार्ड में कुछ कैश प्राइस है क्या शायद भाई. एनीवेज 94 प्लेड एंड विशी इज नाउ थिंकिंग, बट द मेन थिंग इज कि यहाँ पे टाइम डिफरेंस थोड़ा कम हो गया है. लाइक इट्स नॉट दैट हाई नाउ. टिक्कू भाई मॉड बना तो वरना गिरी को बता दूंगा. ब्लैकमेल नहीं चलता रहे यहाँ पे. स्पॉट फिक्सिंग या मैच फिक्सिंग होता है इसमें. इफ यस व्हाट विल बी द पनिशमेंट. आई गेस बैन फॉर लाइफ शुड बी अ गुड पनिशमेंट. व्हाई नॉट b6. भाई देखो b6 खेल सकते हो, इसलिए का मूव जो दिखने में बड़ी अच्छी लगती है, बट देन वंस यू सी बिशप g5 आई थिंक इट्स टाइम टू रिजाइन, बिकॉज f6 के बाद चैट कैन यू फाइंड द मूव फॉर व्हाइट चैट. क्या चैट अपना क्रेजी दिमाग लग के यहाँ पे एक मूव निकाल सकती है चैट. कम ऑन चैट, व्हाट कैन यू प्ले एज व्हाइट. अनफॉलो इनकमिंग. अनीश को नहीं पता चलेगा भाई. ही विल नॉट फिगर इट आउट. डोंट वरी, दिस इज सीक्रेट. अनीश इज प्लेइंग, उसको कोई नहीं बताएगा, फिक्र नहीं करो. एग्जैक्टली भाई, नाइट टू f6 एंड जो बिशप था ना, ये अब सबको दिखाएगा असली दादागिरी क्या होती है. सो दैट्स व्हाई आई वुड नॉट रिकमेंड दिस एट ऑल अनलेस यू वांट टू लूज द गेम. सो दैट्स व्हाई b6 इज नॉट अ गुड मूव. इस विषय का थोड़ा ध्यान रखिए भाई. He will spam Anish GM with your video. अनीश वेला नहीं है, देखेगा नहीं तुम्हारी वीडियो भाई. अनीश बिजी आदमी है भाई. He will not see the video. तुम करते रहो एफर्ट भाई, करते रहो कोशिश, तुम क्या हो जाएगा. Stream 3 of trying to be a mod in a single day. ठीक है भाई, आज मैं एक मॉड बनाऊंगा बीच में, प्रॉमिस. ठीक है, आज मैं एक मॉड बनाऊंगा. बहुत टाइम हो गया, एक मॉड बना सकते हैं. गजब दूजीबाज आदमी है ये. क्या यार विशी लूजिंग. कहाँ लूजिंग भाई. अनीश का नंबर है मेरे पास. हाँ. अरे पाथ राठी जी, ये क्या इतना क्या फ्लॉन्ट मार रहे हो. ठीक है यार, मेरे पास भी अनीश का शर्ट है मेरे पास. अनीश का शर्ट है भाई, क्या फर्क पड़ता है. f5 लुक्स बैड मैन. f5 के बाद यार वो बिशप g5 आ जाएगा. आई डोंट लाइक दिस. क्वीन को हटना पड़ेगा यहाँ से. इट शुड बी लॉस्ट. वी कैन नॉट अलाउ द बिशप टू सिट ऑन g5 परमानेंटली. कार्लसन क्रशिंग अनीश. I know man, I know. I actually predicted this with 100% certainty just a while back. You can go back in stream and check. So Carlsen is going to win this. And now we go to the game of Radjabov, where nothing has happened in the past 55 moves. And now we go to the game of Vishy Anand again. And क्या chat guess करो विशी ने क्या खेला है. He plays the move f6 भाई. खेल दिया यार, खेल दिया भाई. He played f6 indeed, and that means कि भाई Vishy knows what he's doing, and also he's playing really fast. मतलब I think if Usain Bolt saw this, he'll be very impressed. Yeah, very impressed. Very impressed. I think very impressed. Let's go chat. Let's go. I am nominated myself for mod. Awesome Shraddha. Awesome. Time difference decreasing. Exactly. मेरे पास अनीश का IG है. वाह, काफी. ये कहां से मिला आपको अनीश का IG यार. Oh my God, how are you so close to अनीश. आप तो डिनर लोग भी साथ में करते होगे. चैट देखो, पिजाज भाई ने कुछ बहुत अच्छे शब्द लिखे हैं चैट में. आई वांट टू कोट हिम. बहुत बड़े ऑथर हैं पिजाज भाई हमारे. आपको पता नहीं होगा, उनको बहुत सारे गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने अवार्ड्स दिए हैं. इन्होंने कहा है, इरशाद 1.4K वॉचिंग, आस्क एवरीवन टू सब्सक्राइब एंड लाइक. ऑथर की सुने भाई, थैंक यू यार. एनीवेज, आप बिशप c7 आ सकते हैं भाई. कहने को तो मैं कुछ भी कर सकता हूँ लाइफ में, बट आई थिंक पहले नाइट की जगह बनाते हैं, उसके बाद बाकी सब कुछ. Plus 0.6 is not convertible, especially because you're looking at engines जो chess.com के engines हैं and so on. They usually exaggerate the valuation just like men exaggerate many things in life. And I feel somehow black is fine. He is fine. He's absolutely fine. If he continues like this, playing fast, playing the best moves, he should be fine. Is Wesley better? Tiny bit. I mean, tiny bit maybe. Still Messi is better. Now Vishy's moves are simple. They are unless white actually captures. Yeah, if white captures, then it will be a bit complicated because the king will step out. If white captures, king takes. You can see this is not normal. This is not normal. Chat, by the way, 24.4K. Okay, chat, do subscribe. Let's get 24.5K if possible today. That will be awesome. Thanks a lot, chat. Do you think Radjabov is holding back his prep? भाई अब बहुत गेम हो गए भाई, बहुत होल्ड बैक कर लिया. I mean, आपकी बंदी कोई दूसरा बंदा छीन के लेके जा रहा है और आप अभी प्रेप ही होल्ड बैक कर रहे हो भाई. दैट विल नॉट हेल्प. योर फेवरेट चेस प्लेयर? Anish Giri, man, hands down. It's funny people are so new to the channel asking for moral lamao. Priyas might be like, Wesley may be better, but Vishy leading the table. Indeed, हम सारे टेबल हम ही लीड करेंगे भाई. पॉपुलेशन ज्यादा हम ही लीड करेंगे ना यार. ऑफ कोर्स. समोसा गैंग, अब तो सागर भाई तक भी समोसा गैंग का आतंक पहुंच चुका है भाई. नेक्स्ट टारगेट इलॉन मस्क. सर भाई आज आपके चेहरे पर अलग नूर, क्या बात है? नूर है क्या? पसीना तो नहीं है, वो देख लेना भाई, थोड़ा सा पसीना हो सकता है यार. Anyways, but thanks यार, thanks a lot. I know I look pretty. Anyways, now actually thinking chat, there's only I think 13-14 minute difference now, which is not too much. Yeah, so Vishy trying to come back into the time frame as well now, and it means कि मतलब वेस्ली के पास ज़्यादा टाइम बचा नहीं है कुछ करने के लिए. सफेद बाल दिख रहे हैं भाई. सफेद बाल क्या है भाई? हाथ का मैल है. जस्टिन बीबर ने कलर करवाए थे यार. Please at least show why Anish is losing. Yeah, I'll show why he's losing because he has less material on the board. I mean, right now he took 2 rooks for the queen, but the problem is that this is a very dangerous battery here. And for example, here I play h4, take care of my back rank issues. Let's say bishop f6 back, and now g4, and I'm threatening to open up the king. So he's not completely. I would not say it's like a one-way street or like completely winning, but what do you do? I mean, because if you play, for example, rook b8, yeah, suddenly white is winning now because g5, if you take, bishop moves, and now g6, and this is lost. So you can see how simple it can be for white to win this game if black goes wrong. So I think Carlsen will win this, and as I predict, of course, with my t-shirt, and Carlsen should manage to win this. Queen g5 must move. Must move to है भाई, बहुत मस्त है यार, बहुत मस्त है. Let's go to the Radjabov game. Okay, पिछले 200 साल से कुछ नहीं हुआ इस गेम में. Let's go to the game of again Vishy Anand, our special contender. भाई तू 1.25x से बोलता है क्या? भाई 1.5 मेरा normal average है, तो 1.25 I'll take, of course. Now that you're closing on 25k, upgrade the screens. Dude, upgrade this. I already have one screen in my laptop. I only upgrade the screen when I have I will need a proper desktop for it, dude. That's like a huge expense. वो 2-3 लाख का खर्चा है भाई, वो 50k पे करेंगे. Please have a sure look at other games. Which game do you want to have a look at, chat? कोई और game दिमाग में बताओ मुझे. Because for now, I like this game quite a bit because this is every move is critical. Like white has to play good moves or he's worse. Black has to find the best moves or he's lost. So it's kind of very critical. Thanks, Niyontan bhai. Vishy will win. Let's hope so, भाई. तारी एक बारी आज. Oh, तारी क्या है भाई? तारी जी black है against Topalov, and Topalov is better apparently भाई. ऐसा मतलब मुझे बताया जा रहा है कि Topalov is better because he's open b file. He has a strong bishop, some pressure on e5 and 2 bishops. So Topalov putting some pressure on Tari here, being a former world champion, makes a lot of sense. And he's running the clock as well. And final game भी देख लेते हैं. Wang Hao against Midyarov. Okay, this will be a draw. It's so. These structures mostly end in a draw as far as I have seen. White has one strong piece, black has one strong piece. One minor piece each good, one minor piece each bad, whatever it is, and he will play a4 at some point. Black will play king s7, connect the rooks, and should be a draw. Let's go to Vishy's game again. Wesley said that bishop d7 is the only move, and he's saying second move. Wesley said that, क्या? Did he come into the वो क्या बोलते हैं पोल बूथ कह रहा हूँ मैं, क्या बोलते हैं उसको जहां पे वो आके कुछ करके पोल के जाते हैं, क्या नाम है उसका? मैं पोल बूथ कह रहा हूं भाई. कन्फेशन बूथ. यस, कन्फेशन बूथ में आके बोला क्या उसने? Anish went to the loo in between all of the chaos just to unfollow you. I hope not. Apparently Wesley bishop d7 is the only move and f6 was unaffected in confessional. Oh, so bishop f6 is not a good move here, वो कह रहा है. Chat, I'm going to do one thing. Give me a second. I'm going to download this, put it into Chessbase, because मुझे लग रहा है we can figure out something crazy about this position जो Wesley ने देखा है, because these engines cannot tell us the reality of this position. Yeah. What about Anish's game that you like the most? Yeah, I think Anish's game awesome भाई. Anish का नाम ही काफी है. I will just check the game with the engine, yeah, and tell you the evaluation. It will be a lot of fun to check कि Wesley ऐसा क्यों कह रहा है. It will be a lot of fun to see, because to the naked eye, it definitely looks like the position is fine for Vishy. And chat, I don't know what Wesley saw, but my Komodo 10 assures me f6 is the best move. f6 is the best move according to my Komodo, according to Houdini 6, according to Fritz 17. f6 is the best move. Wesley Z, आपका engine slow है क्या? Wesley is still using Fritz 4, I think. Please upgrade your engines. Maybe I'm wrong here. He has a supercomputer at home. Also possible. But I will roast him for now, because that's what I do usually. मेरे पास अनीश के साथ सेल्फी है. ये लो भाई अनीश का सेल्फी. रुको यार, अभी खींचते सेल्फी. स्माइल. ये लो भाई, हो गया. वेस्ली यूजिंग सिग्मा 0. स्टॉकफिश देखो भाई, कोमोडो कर रहे हो भाई. कोमोडो स्टॉकफिश सब बराबर है भाई. Yeah, b4 is the move here, I think. b4 is the move indeed. That should be played. You want to save this pawn, and you could also play bishop h6 though. That definitely disturbs the equilibrium of black pieces, but it gives up your dark square bishops. It's kind of a trade-off. वैसे जी आपके इंजन में नमक हाँ भाई, नमक तो नहीं है. वर्ड कन्फेशनल. Chat, do like the stream, bye. Let's get to 1k likes. मजा आ जाए 1k likes हो जाए तो. And if you're here for the first time, आपके सामने सब्सक्राइब बटन होगा, जरूर दबाइए उसको. हमारी फैमिली में शामिल हो जाए भाई. Sahil, what happened to Vishy yesterday? Man, he won. He won in the tiebreaks. Ask Lily Ahmed, he is the best engine. I know, but he's busy minting money right now, so we can't really do that. He's busy. If this game ends in a draw, there are certain chances that Anand can save Armageddon. If it ends in a draw, I think it will be really cool, because Vishy is assured of a point, and he can fight for more in the tiebreaks, because Wesley really wants to win. He has the white pieces, and Vishy has the black pieces. He's in lead. He doesn't need to win on demand. A draw is good enough for Vishy. He maintains his sole lead. So Wesley is the one who has to try and win this by force. Thanks, Nityantan Bhai. Thanks a lot. Nityantan Bhai. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Chess में देखा मैंने यार. F6 is the best move, dude. It's the best move. I don't know what Wesley So saw. How did Vishy's king end up on G7, you mean? It worked, bhai. You know, we often forget about physical exercise when you're playing chess, and it just worked. Anish booth में आकर बोल के गया, Sahil Tikku was never my friend. ठीक है यार, रुलाना नहीं था यार. I mean, दिल को दर्द देना है तो दर्द दे सकते हैं, ऐसे नहीं. करण जोहर देख रहे, तुम एक्टिंग देख रहे हो मेरी, ले लो मुझे स्टूडेंट ऑफ द ईयर 3 में या अंकल ऑफ द ईयर 3 में ले सकते हो, या फिर किसी भी स्टूडेंट किसी में 3 में ले सकते हो. एनीवेज, when you laugh, I bet everyone laughs. Yeah, they do at my laugh, even if the joke is bad. By the way, f6 played now, and Wesley सोच में डूबा हुआ है, and the fact that he's डूबा in the सोच, whatever it is, I think there are some chances he might not find the best moves. Accuracy, by the way, 99.8 for Wesley and 98.0. So Wesley has played better moves so far, but can he continue? Anish said Sahil बेवफा. अरे तो अच्छी बात है ना यार. अरे श्रीनिवास भाई, thanks for the 2000 rupee super chat भाई. Thanks a lot, dude. That's a huge super chat. Thanks a lot भाई यार. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot, यार. भाई chat भी crazy है भाई, सीधा UPI भाई. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot, dude. Thanks a lot. टाइम सेम हो गया ऑलमोस्ट भाई. समय सब बराबर हो चुका है भाई. अंत में हर किसी को वहीं जाना है भाई. वैसे क्वीन C3 खेल दे. हाँ, तुम्हारी ही सुन रहा है भाई वो रूपक भाई. तुम्हारी ही सुनेगा वो. Sahil is competing with Wesley for the Oscars. Vishy King is the most developed piece for black. Yeah, if white takes, then yes. पैसे मिले तो 24 hour stream. भाई 9 घंटा मिला के 18 घंटा काफी नहीं है क्या? I guess it is fine. Vishy game recap. Chat, देखो, I'll show you one critical moment. Yeah, that's the most important moment. I think this was the moment where Wesley sacrificed a pawn with d4, and it messed up the entire position. And we saw this variation where he gave a few checks, and you see this knight coming to d6 and then defended with c5. And since then, Vishy's king has to be, very. It's a bit struggling, I have to admit. But he is an extra pawn up, and if he develops, imagine chat, imagine bishop on c6 first, and rook on d8. Vishy is winning. Khatam. If I put the bishop here, let me do one thing. Let me do one thing. Bishop d2, bishop d7, bishop c1, bishop c6. Okay? And I think Vishy is winning this. This is winning for Vishy. But bishop yahan se yahan rakh diya, Vishy is winning. So that's how, Wesley's moves are important. He cannot just sit around and play random moves, and that's why he's taking his time now. Can I steal your girlfriend when you find one? No, thank you, yaar. Thanks for the offer, though. What Wesley said in confession room. Wesley apparently said कि जो Vishy ने move f6 खेली, it's not a good move, and bishop d7 is the only move here. But I think Wesley may be wrong here. He might be wrong because I set it up in ChessBase and I saw all those positions, and f6 is apparently the best move. Either Wesley has some supercomputer, or Wesley's seconds, are really doing a bad April Fool's prank on him. It's not even April. White is not winning, dude. How is he winning? I don't think so. Maybe, for example, b4 is a move. You try to save this pawn. You prepare bishop d2 in some cases. But now I just play normal chess. I mean, I don't know if bishop d7 is the best move or not. It is possible. You could also play knight f5. You could play multiple moves. Like, it's not even like one move here. That's the worst part for Wesley. I could also play bishop c7 and prepare e5. So it's like, I don't see many issues with Vishy's position, to be honest. There are some issues, but not something which is like, oh my god, ab kya hoga? Aisa nahi hai. Why queen to d7? Queen to d7 block your bishop, man. Your bishop needs to come out. सांस लेने दो भाई उसको. Chat 1.6k watching है. अगर सबके सब अभी सब्सक्राइब कर देना तो भाई लिटरली मतलब अनीश गिरी जीत जाएगा भाई. It's really possible. I'm telling you. It's possible. क्यों अनीश? Is it possible? Is it possible? Yes. चलो भाई, do subscribe chat. Thanks a lot. मूव कितने हुए हैं भाई? मूव हुए हैं 15 मूव. By the way, let's look at Anish's game so far. By the way, Carlsen played g4 and rook e by Anish, and Anish is struggling. The only force in the world that can save him is people subscribing. So let's go chat. What is confession room? It's basically a thing jahan pe chess players admit to cheating on their girlfriends, or it could also mean just admitting something they're thinking during the game. Looks like Magnus will say this. Exactly, Magnus has to agree. No, he does not say yes. How will he win? Don't you feel a bit angry towards Wesley? I feel like that, and it makes me uneasy. What should be the answer for viewer? Why would you feel angry towards Wesley? I mean, imagine if you had been born in the US, so I'm sure you'd be like, Vishy, haar kyun nahi raha hai? It's all like patriotism. So we can't really hate Wesley. We can only love Vishy, I think. Yes, Vishy OP, exactly, Kshitij bhai. Wesley blundered. कुछ भी कहाँ करा यार? FG5 कम ये कैसे? Okay, chat. Wesley made a slight mistake. Wesley made a style mistake. Not a big deal actually. This is fine for Wesley. But this was not the best move. And now he can just drop the bishop back to c7. And I think black is equal. Black is absolutely equal. Because now you can imagine this knight someday headed to f5 and e3. So, this knight is not stupid. And Vishy dekho bhai. Instantly. मतलब यार रुको. एक second chat. एक second रुको. I have to do this, man. I will never get another chance. Sorry, chat. Ruko. 1 second. 1 second. I really apologize, but you will not hate me for this. Trust me. Ruko bhai. F4 played Wesley. We don't give a shit. We don't give a fuck. Bishop c7. Anyways, चलो ठीक है भाई. Awesome भाई. बढ़िया. So Vishy plays bishop c7. कॉपीराइट आ जाएगा तो भाई ठीक है भाई, कोई बात नहीं। गूज़बम्प्स जूड, बिशप G7। एक बंदा बीच में क्रिंज लिख रहा है भाई, बताओ उस बंदे को क्या तकलीफ है भाई? क्या तकलीफ है उस बंदे को भाई? So by the way, knight d6 played by Wesley now. And now chat, you can look at the importance. Yeah, knight to f5. Let's go. The knight coming into the game. Let's go. Knight f5. Let's go chat. Instantly भाई, instantly. अन्ना मुझे चुक once more बाद में भाई, जब कुछ क्रिटिकल मोमेंट आएगा ना तब, अभी नहीं, अभी नहीं। लाइक स्पेशल चीजें कभी कभी होनी चाहिए भाई, तभी फील आती है। अभी वेट करो। कन्फेशन रूम में सारा रहा बट ऑफलाइन इंडीड। क्रिंज बांधने वाले को मॉड नहीं बनना है। सागर से कमेंट करो समडे डूड। चैट अगर सब लोग लाइक करेंगे ना, वॉचिंग 2K टच कर सकती है, मैं रो दूंगा भाई। कम ऑन चैट, लेट्स टच 2K वॉचिंग इफ यू कैन। सब जल्दी से लाइक कर दो, सब्सक्राइब कर दो। कम ऑन चैट। व्हाई नॉट बिशप D7? अगर अपने पॉन से प्यार है तो बिशप D7 मत खेलो। लेट्स गो नाइट f5 फर्स्ट। अरे थैंक्स फॉर द काइंड वर्ड्स भाई, लव यू है, सीधा प्यार का इजहार ही कर दिया यार। थैंक यू भाई। थैंक्स अ लॉट फॉर द सुपर एंड द काइंड वर्ड्स। थैंक्स अ लॉट भाई, थैंक्स अ लॉट। Chat by the way, knight d6 and you don't still want to ideally capture with the bishop, हमें dark square bishop चाहिए, that's why knight to f5 and if by chance you know ये pawn मारने की कोशिश करते हैं, we can just play rook to b8 and this knight has no decent squares, it can't, कहाँ जाएगा भाई, यहाँ जाएगा, जान दो भाई। हमारे पीस देखो ना, now rook to b5 attacking the knight, attacking the pawn, knight goes back to b3 and now e5 and you can look at this central pawn chain, दो connected pass pawn center में जा रहे हैं भाई। Vishy is practically, you know, better here literally. So I think Wesley might just lose this also, bhai. Totally possible. It's totally possible Wesley to lose this, man. It's totally possible. साहिल भाई अपनी हंसी की NFT कराओ यार। करवा सकते हैं भाई, बट फिर मैं हंस पाऊंगा स्ट्रीम पे? हंसना अलाउड है मुझे फिर? ऐसा ना बंदा केस कर दे यार। शिवम भाई ने सुपर चैट भेजी 21। May God bless you with an IM title and a million subscribers. Thanks a lot शिवम भाई यार, thanks a lot. Overstatement. You laugh like SRK from डर। अरे 1900 वाचिंग, ओ पित्ते पित्ते। लेट्स गो चैट। डू लाइक। वेस्ली खुद कंफ्यूज हो गया भाई, उसने भी सुना ना, जब सिग्मा मेल का म्यूजिक बजता है ना तो पूरी दुनिया को सुनाई देता है भाई। वेस्ली के कान में ही बजा हुआ कहीं ना कहीं। अन्ना मुदिचुक लेफ्ट द चैट। Is takes wrong? It is bhai, because this pawn is very strong now. It's very difficult to capture. I can always play bishop d2, bishop b4 and defend this pawn. So better है कि हम knight से exchange करें, bishop को रखे रहने दे। तन्ने बट laughing inside of you मतलब ये क्या मतलब है भाई? Inside of you मतलब Always क्यों tournaments नहीं खेलता भाई? He's busy man. He's going on dates right now. Let me refresh this. सौर का नाती ये क्या? If knight g3 ओके, नाइट टू G3 खेलना है भाई सीधा। अच्छा नाइट G4 कह रहे हो आप? आई थिंक नाइट F5 एक्सचेंज करते हैं भाई। अगर हमारे घर में कोई गेस्ट आए हैं और वो गेस्ट अपने कुत्ते को लेके आए हैं और वो कुत्ता जाके हमारे बेड पे पॉटी कर दे, तो पहले इसको यहाँ से हटाते हैं यार। ये हमारे घर में पहले कुत्ते को बेड से हटाए, बाद में बाकी सब कुछ। अनीश लॉस्ट पोजीशन। आई नो भाई, आई नो। आई प्रिडिक्टेड इट एज ऑलवेज। one last time I'll show you chat. Yeah, this one, sorry. Yeah, so I predicted it chat. Anish is indeed, Carlsen is indeed better, so I always said this. Why no collab with Sagar? अभी तो किया भाई, literally आधा घंटा भी नहीं हुआ यार। अनु एक घंटा भी नहीं हुआ। B7 पॉन मार दे क्या? अरे मारने दो ना, हम पॉन के पीछे भागते हैं क्या? हाँ, सिग्मा मेल पॉन के पीछे नहीं भागती भाई, हम किंग के पीछे भागते हैं। एम्बर हर्ड वाली भीड़ का धक्का कुत्ता हो सकता है भाई। हाँ, बी के ऊपर स्टेप कर गया तो उसने कहा भाई यही टाइम है यार। अनीश हारा दिल खुश हुआ, ये क्या है भाई? स्वैप भाई। अनीश से इतना गेट क्यों है? अनीश से गेट मतलब? Wesley seems to be confident in this position, as he mentioned in confession booth. You know what? I also mentioned in my confession booth during college. You know, every girl likes me, and yeah, I was totally right there. Yeah. So, what's your name? My name is Sahil Tikku bhai. Nadal reached French Open finals. Okay. Number of fucks I give 0. Okay, actually I give a few fucks, but okay. Booth candidates में भी होता है क्या? हाँ भाई. Kissing, sorry, confession booth हर जगह होता है। B6, चलो भाई एक तालिया B6 के लिए, बिकॉज यहाँ पे कुछ हैंगिंग है शायद, थोड़ा सा कुछ मटेरियल हैंगिंग रह गया यहाँ पे। सो वेरी गुड मूव B6। योर FIDE रेटिंग इज 2201। माई मतलब माई FIDE रेटिंग If knights get exchanged, then which pawn should we take, G or E? I think both are possible. For example, knight takes. I think both are possible, but I might just capture it with the the G pawn, because I will have these 4 pawns very strong. Although you could take with this one also, it's not the end of the world. But this kind of you can see now, हमारा king थोड़ा सा या लुंगी खुल रही है और हमारे नाड़ा बांधा नहीं है. So I think maybe G pawn is a bit better. Knight f5, bishop b7. No big deal, no big deal. We can just take on d6 actually. And if you take my rook, if you have so many guts, I can take on c5 now. Queen attacked, queen d3, and now I have queen to d6, and I can prepare bishop a6 ideas, forking this and also attacking the bishop. So I think Vishy would be winning that game. करण जौहर लग रहे हो भाई. करण जौहर के लिए तो मैं ऑडिशन दे रहा हूँ यार. आपकी लो 2800 कब होगी? बस 600 पॉइंट और चाहिए बस. कल परसों में यार 2800 लो मेरी बदरपुर बॉर्डर पहुंच चुकी है. तो यहाँ से थोड़ा ट्रैफिक लगेगा तो फिर थोड़ा सा पहुंच जाएगा, कल शाम तक पहुंच जाएगा. मॉड बनने की बात तो 150 साल से चल रही है. ये बात तो है यार. काफी राजा महाराजा ये बात करते थे कि लाइव स्ट्रीम में किसको मॉड बनाए. बाय द वे, ब्रीफ लुक एट द गेम ऑफ कार्लसन अगेन. कुछ हो रहा है क्या? कुछ हो नहीं रहा है भाई, कुछ भी नहीं हो रहा है यार. It's the same position, h4 and g5, and Carlsen wins. Let's go to the game of Vishy Anand again. It's crazy though how Vishy has almost so much control. You're having too much watching just because of him. Thanks, bhai. Thank you, yaar. How many moves have been played? 17 moves, bhai. 17 moves खेल चुके हैं. And no way to save b7. Yeah, देखो b7, unless b7 is your current girlfriend, I don't think this is the end of the world. You could play rook b8, but then you might lose a7. So, it's kind of a trade deal. It's better कि b7 दे दो, कोई बात नहीं, पीछे डेवलप करो. Knight f5. Isn't double pawn a death sentence in classical? Yes, but not really here. Because यहाँ f4 खेल चुका है white. Once you play knight f5 takes, इस g फाइल का खुलना हुआ है ना. खुला क्या है? g फाइल खुली है ना. अगर तुम्हें जी फाइल खुलने का एडवांटेज लेना नहीं आता तो तुम क्या कर लोगे जी फाइल खोल के? लाइक देयर इज नो वे व्हाइट कैन टेक एडवांटेज ऑफ दिस. व्हाट कैन ही डू? ही कांट पुट हिज रुक ऑन द जी फाइल, ही कांट पुट हिज क्वीन ऑन द जी फाइल. आई कैन सिंपली, द किंग इज वेरी सेफ. आई विल प्ले रुक d8 एंड किंग h8 एंड माय किंग इज वेरी सेफ. सो नो स्ट्रेस. आई डोंट थिंक देयर इज एनी स्ट्रेस हियर. bishop to d8. But why bishop d8, bhai? Why bishop d8? Why? Bishop d8 has no point here. No point. e5 is a bit too hurried. थोड़ा जल्दी है. थोड़ा थामो भाई. e5 के बाद यहाँ bishop d5 बैठ सकता है खोलने के बाद, and rook f7 आ जाएगा. That's a bit scary. Because e5 takes, and if you take with pawn, there's rook f7 sometimes, there's bishop d5 sometimes. For example, you can start with this, takes, and now rook to f7 or knight f7 check. Oh my god, not this, not yet. अभी हम prepared नहीं है भाई. अच्छा, bishop d8 भाई, प्यादों के पीछे नहीं भागते हम यार. हम प्यादों के पीछे भागने वाले लोग नहीं हैं. हम जाते हैं सीधा किंग के पीछे भाई, किंग के पीछे. आपकी हंसी बहुत फनी है. थैंक्स भाई. मेरी एक्स भी सोची थी और तभी भाग गई. विशी एंड मेसी द गोट्स. यस इंडीड. विशी एंड who did you say next? Messi, right? Yeah. The goats. Karan Johar लग रहा. Thanks यार. By the way, chat. He played rook d8. In fact, this is one of the best moves in the position. Knight f5 was also strong, but rook d8, a very strong move. And attacking this knight, अब knight को बोला चल निकल. हमें knight जाएगा b5 पे, and then we will develop. And by the way, if knight takes b7 now, by chance, bishop takes, rook a b8, bishop goes back to g2, and now we have e5, or even knight f5 getting to e3. We will also attack this pawn, and black is absolutely fine. So let's see what happens. If I have to summarize Vishy's match in one line, I would say it's been an absolute treat to watch because it's very, very sharp. All I will show you is this position, a crazy pawn sack by Wesley, and since then the kings have danced around quite a bit, and we have reached this position where white is trying to attack this black king, but black is like chal bhai, and he's trying to develop his pieces. And so far Vishy playing all the best moves, and Wesley So has been struggling to find the correct moves here. What's your favorite category? Where bhai? Mangesh will reach 8.5 after peeling Anu. Bhai, गरम चाय की प्याली हो ना हो अनु के पास, आई नो विशी के पास बहुत गर्म मूड है, एंड ही इज इन ग्रेट फॉर्म राइट नाउ, एंड आई थिंक ही विल विन. आई थिंक ही विल विन टुडे. आज वेस्ली को दिखेगा कि जब वो ओलंपियाड में आएगा उसका क्या होने वाला है, क्या करेंगे वीडियो और टीम उसके साथ. And I think pretty soon we will hear news from Wesley कि I might not be traveling to India for the Olympiads, you know, because of the heat. Because of the heat, I might not be traveling to Olympiad. So let's go, Vishy. Let's go. Accuracy of players. Vishy ki accuracy is 98.3 and Wesley ki is 98.2. Have you met Vishy in real life? Not yet, but I'll hopefully meet him someday. कौन बोला हीट की वजह से नहीं आ रहा? भाई कई लोग बोले हैं कई लोग बोले हैं भाई हम हीट की वजह से नहीं आएंगे. सो व्हाट दे आर नॉट कंप्लीटिंग द सेंटेंस दो. हीट ओवर द बोर्ड. इंस्टाग्राम डीएम आई चेक इट लेटर. डंकन मंकी ऐसे आप ये क्या क्यों बैठे हो भाई? मूव नंबर 17 चैट, एंड एज यू कैन सी बोथ प्लेयर्स हैव इनफ टाइम ऑन द क्लॉक. 64 minutes for Vishy and 71 minutes for Wesley, so there is no time pressure for either side. It is a stupid excuse I feel. गर्मी का excuse देना it's like कि मतलब आपको पेपर देने नहीं जाना क्योंकि आपको पता है फेल हो जाओगे, एंड यू आर लाइक क्यों नहीं पेपर देंगे आप जरा बेटा, आपको कल पेपर नहीं है. मैम वो तैयारी वो गर्मी लग रही है. That's what it feels like, honestly. What's the best move here? Best move for white is knight b5 because I'm threatening to take now. I'll win the pawn for free, so knight hilana padega, and knight b5 attacks the bishop, so it makes some sense. Exactly, bhai, exactly. What do they mean here? I don't know, bhai. You have to say in AC rooms, yeah. Chat, I have to tell you, Anish Giri is actually losing. I have mentioned this multiple times. Final time I'll show you once more why Anish Giri is losing here. Let's keep the mic here, or here I think is better. So Anish Giri is losing in this game because white's plan is simple. He will go g5. Let's say black plays rook e7. I go g5. He has to take, I think. I take with my knight or pawn. I think knight takes is slightly better. And now my threat is queen f5. And you can see how this is the problem. Bishop f6 maybe. Queen f5. Bishop takes. H takes. And now the threat is g6. How do you meet it? 95, bishop b3. And let's say you play a6 here. I play g6. And if chat he takes, what's white's move? What is white's move here, chat? White to play. What do you play here? Come on, chat. What do you play? White to play. टिप्पू इज डबल ढोकली. भाई क्या भाई मैं स्टार्टिंग से ये कह रहा हूँ यार, मैंने शर्ट प्रिंट कराई है भाई. आई न्यू दिस वुड हैपन फ्रॉम द स्टार्ट. शर्ट प्रिंट करा के बैठा हूँ भाई मैं, तुम देख नहीं रहे हो? Yes, exactly. And queen takes g6, and this would be lost. So Anish is struggling here. I think he miscalculated this position quite spectacularly. He plays the move rook e7, and now we'll see g5, and Carlsen is completely winning. So we go to the game of Vishy Anand again, and Wesley plays knight b5 now. He has played knight b5, and that basically means that the bishop is attacked. So either Vishy gives up the bishop, he just plays a6. Because I don't think he has time for bishop b8. This feels too slow. This is not good enough. I think we have to give her the bishop now. Let's play a6 or even just develop with queen d7 or whatever and try to exchange these pieces. Fine. Because white played f4. Yeah, he blocked his bishop. This bishop is no longer a monster. We can adapt to it. Yeah, we can manage this. Yeah, this is possible. Totally possible. Right? Totally possible. Why can't he play g6? For example, if you play, let's say I play g5, takes, and you play g6. Now you open a new can of worms. For example, queen d6, threatening queen takes g6 check. And you can see how difficult this is. This is another problem. So maybe he'll play g6, but it's still not going to end the problems here. Leech's engine shows Vishy is better. I am not surprised, dude. I do think Vishy is absolutely fine. I don't think Vishy is worse at all now. He's at least equal. All Vishy has to do is develop this bishop. If he can do that, Vishy is absolutely fine. F5 for white or black? What's your chess rating? My FIDE rating is 2201, yaar. It's not awesome, but it's okay. MV and Aliza backed out because of hot climate. Yeah, exactly. MV Aliza backed out of many tournaments because of hot climate. Knight F5. Yeah, but yeah, Queen D7, A6, all these moves make sense. We want to ask White. Kaha kya karna kya tune? That's what we basically want to ask, and that's what Vishy does. He defends the pawn on D4. He attacks the knight. If the knight takes, we take with the queen, and there's no easy way for White to defend this. I mean, Queen B3. Possible Black to still play A6, so it doesn't help White in any way. चार्ट खुद देखो भाई, ऑलमोस्ट 4000 वोट आ चुके हैं भाई इस पे विशी के. 65% फॉर विशी, 11% फॉर सो, 24% फॉर ड्रॉ. अगर उतने ही लाइक हो जाए भाई, इमेजिन करो भाई. Chat, do like the stream. Let's get to 1500 likes if possible. And if you're here for the first time, do subscribe to the channel, guys. अरे सीवे स्ट्रीम चालू हो गई तो 1K यहाँ पे भैया, क्या भैया भाई, 1K यहाँ पे क्या भैया. Is the game going towards a draw? I don't think so, man. It's very complicated. I don't see a draw happening anytime soon. It's only running for now. ईरान में तो स्नोफॉल होती है ना. ओके, तो भाई डिनर करके आया. विशी का पोजीशन लुक्स so much better now. Exactly. Thanks Nityanutan भाई. Thanks a lot यार. बैकग्राउंड म्यूजिक क्या भाई मैंने लिखा है सॉन्ग सारा ये. I made it myself. Yes. फिलहाल white to play यार, so D3 it's not possible, Anon भाई. We have to first see what white plays here. I don't think he will move the knight back. He cannot move the knight back. Actually, I don't think he'll defend it like this. I think we'll take. And then, yes, of course, we want to play D3 at the correct moment. We want to push this pawn. Pass pawn hai bhai. Pass pawns must be pushed, chat. Pass pawns must be pushed. Golden rule always to follow. Who is winning? I am winning. अभी equal चल रहा है. But I think Vishy has great potential here. Wesley bathroom भाग गया. हट डरपोक. 6000 on full hustle Tikuji. Thanks a lot, relatable coder. Yes, it was walkover to Nadal. Okay, 13% states के लोग भी हैं stream पे. Not all pass pawns should be pushed, Hikaru. Yeah, but this one should be, I think. Not right now, but once you tell us this bishop, एक बार ये bishop यहाँ आ जाए बस यार. बस ये bishop यहाँ आ जाए, मेरी जिंदगी सफल हो जाए भाई. Then Vishy is simply better, man. Simply better. Because this bishop is so stupid, man. So stupid. I mean, अपने प्यादे को देख रहा है भाई. It's like मतलब it's like marrying somebody in your own family, man. Like मतलब अपना ही उसी की आरती उतार रहा है ये. And I think just bishop once it comes to c6, I think this will be very, very interesting for Vishy. He will have two connected pass pawns in the center and knight coming to f5 as well and to e3. I think this will be very difficult for Wesley practically. He has one strong bishop though. He's one strong bishop on g2. That will be a problem for sure. But that's why we need the bishop here. Exactly. Any chance of Magnus? Yeah, Magnus is completely winning, man. He's completely winning. Magnus is completely winning. And I think Anish Giri is struggling in this game. Radjabov's game will probably end in a draw. Aryan Tari was slightly worse and he's still slightly worse. And Nomidiaro's game is equal. So, let's see. E5 के लिए जल्दी है भाई. We are not developed. For example, जब तुम लड़ाई करने आते हो दोस्त के साथ, let's say कि तुम दोस्त से लड़ाई हो गई, ठीक है? So you don't basically go for a fight, you know, after you've been working for like 10 hours या studying for 10 hours. Fresh जाओ भाई, अच्छे से punches मारोगे. So पहले पूरी साइड डेवलप कर ले, अपने दोस्तों को बुला ले भाई पिटाई करने के लिए. उसके बाद best move, just take the bishop. He has nothing else. Just take the bishop. White cannot afford to waste time with queen b3 here. आप मस्त कॉमेडी करते हो. थैंक्स अ लॉट भाई यार. आज समय से 5 मिनट बाद हुई शायद उसी का नतीजा है. सोया भाई थोड़ा कॉल रोस्ट कर लिया करो यार. What about c6 here? But why? Don't I just take the pawn for free? That's a free pawn, right? Because I defend with the pawn. And now I have 3 pass pawns. Yes. Pass pawn party. Pass pawn party. PPP. Nice. I like it. I think that should be the name of my channel. Yeah, pass pawn party. Why is bar showing equal while black is only 1 pass pawn? It's showing equal because white is fully developed. Yeah, black pieces are not developed yet. Knight a7 looks like a blunder to me. Because the knight is pinned, I can simply play bishop to b8 and I will win this knight for free, and then Wesley can resign. So he will not play this, chat. Anish resigned, भाई देखो क्या बात कर रहे हो? He resigned. कौन था ये? मोहित जी, क्या मजबूरी है रे? क्या मजबूरी क्या है भाई मोहित जी? क्या 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 मतलब क्या मजबूरी थी? Anyways, I am not winning NM. ये Anyway, chat देखो भावनाओं को समझो यार, भावनाओं को समझो यहाँ पे, ठीक है? इस पोजीशन में विशी आनंद is playing with the black pieces. He has the black pieces. Black से draw करना, equalize करना is supposed to be a big deal at the top level. He has already equalized, I feel, because nobody can stop this bishop from being developed. If he has already equalized, that means what is he fighting for now? He's fighting for the advantage. So I think Vishy Anand is absolutely fine. अरे 24/5 हो गए भाई. अरे thanks a lot chat. Do subscribe भाई. 24/6 पे तो मजा आ जाए भाई. मजा आ जाए भाई. Thanks a lot यार. Game lost to Vishy then. नहीं भाई ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. अभी equal है. अभी is equal. But you never know man. Racist टिकू. अबे यार chess pieces और Madras Tiger is hungry. Still in tournament. Cheers Shikubai. Yes, he's hungry. Very, very hungry. What's not hungry is Richard Rapport. He's shifted to Romania now. छी यार, छी कितना घटिया जोक. Shit यार, shit. Sorry about that. मेरी रेटिंग 1800 से आगे नहीं जा रही, क्या करूं? तो भाई I would say कि मतलब work on tactics man. That will really help you. Time to almost same. हाँ, time is same now. Time is absolutely same. इसे 2 मिनट का समझ है. लोल जस्ट समझ आया जोक. फिर तो इतना बुरा नहीं था अगर इतना लेट समझ आया तो. Queen b3 में यार, the thing is I can still play a6, right? I can still kick your knight. So what's the advantage? If I play a6, you have to take now. So it doesn't change much. So इससे better है कि let's just take here. Are you married? Yes, मेरी दुल्हन तो चेस शतरंज है. This just seems unfair. I'm going to should be with opposite colors than classical. नहीं यार, yesterday Vishy had the white pieces against Wang Hao, so Wang Hao can also claim the same. I think it's fine. If everything gets exchanged, Vishy should be better. Yeah, exactly my point. If Vishy develops, chat मैंने simple formula. ये bishop यहाँ Vishy wins. ये bishop यहाँ नहीं Wesley wins. Simple. Of course, it can be equal. Depends on what white does while Vishy does this bishop, but you get the point. If everything gets exchanged, please recommend a chess book for intimate players. Do check out our courses also outside by. A book I can recommend is Winning Chess Tactics by Asa Saravan and My System by Alan Zinzovic. And you can check out the courses on our website as well. They will really help you. London course will help you a lot, man. It's a really good course, I think. The best on the website for sure. Thanks for the punch, bye. Your age 29. Queen to d3. So why I don't like Queen d3 is because it's somehow doing a lot of jobs. First of all, trying to control this pass pawn, then it's trying to defend the knight, then it's trying to put some influence here. I mean, just a6, and you again have to take, and slowly I will have bishop d7, and then I will have bishop b5 with tempo. So the queen will have to move again. So, you know, we don't move the same piece again and again and again. Yeah, that will hurt you. It's an achievement of black to draw in classical, then playing disadvantage. That's true, man. I agree. 10 vs 7 minutes is too bad. It should be 10 vs 8 minutes at least. Time is same now. Exactly. How to cross 1600 rating? अरे भाई, by playing good chess. A6 में knight A3 कैसे जाओगे यार? Yeah, अच्छा, you mean this? अरे भाई, ये तो कुछ ज़्यादा ही लंबी खेल खेल लिया आपने. Because ये knight looks stupid. Now queen to e7. How do you save this pawn now? How do you save this pawn? If you play b4, for example, now a5. You see the problem now. It's a big. If you take, I take on c5 and I'm winning. I think black is just winning this. So, oh, by the way, he took on c7 chat. We have taken on c7. Wesley plays bishop to d2. I think his threat might be bishop a5 in some cases. Also bishop b4 to defend his pawn. And now chat, Vishy has to find some good moves here. White is looking solid because he has two bishops. He's trying to reroute his bad bishop to a good diagonal. And For example, a5 maybe, trying to prevent bishop b4 and this ideas. भाई विशी क्या आदमी है यार, भाई कैसे? How is he playing so fast? How is he playing so fast, dude? Somebody explain to me, please. Somebody explain to me, how is he playing so fast, dude? How? And now Wesley plays c6. Did he make a mistake, chat? Did he make a mistake, chat? Did he make a mistake, chat? Let's go, bye. I think he made a mistake, bye. Come on. Let's go take the pawn. Wesley had made a slight mistake, I think. Maybe this is not like a huge mistake, but after b takes c6, rook a c1, just bishop b7, I just don't see maybe rook f e1 is the idea, but now rook to d6, defending this. What a rook on d6, bhai. Is rook ko salute, bhai. Ruko, I need to salute this rook, bhai. This rook deserves a salute. For sure, bhai. This rook deserves a salute, bhai. Ruko, chat. Let me do this first. This is very important, chat. We cannot move on without this. Yeah, ruko, chat. आपके लिए, आपकी कुर्बानी के लिए, आपके एफर्ट के लिए हम सब लोग आपको दाद देते हैं. Thank you, rook on d6. आपने सब कुछ बचाया. Thank you, bhai. Well done. So that is one salute to the rook on d6. Well done, bhai. Well done. Awesome. Yeah. So I think this was an awesome piece. Let's see if this happens in the game, though. We can't see you, man. The rook had to see me. बाकी सब ठीक है. Vishy opening the chat होना चाहिए भाई. Chat. Let's go. Sigma rook, and indeed. Lil Tiku was back when the world needed him the most. Exactly. If play Sigma music on a5. अरे नहीं. वो जब गेम खत्म होने वाली होगी ना, तब जब विशी will be about to win, then we'll replay that Sigma music. अभी नहीं भाई, अभी नहीं. इंतजार. गेम खत्म होने का इंतजार. c6 बंडर कर दिया उसने, so he might blunder more भाई. एफर्ट के 100. थैंक्स अ लॉट भाई. कभी स्कूल में तो मिले नहीं यार, यही मिल गए. मैं से कोई बुक है क्या? हाँ भाई, उसका बुक है. उसको बोलते हैं हिज ब्रेन, वेयर ही इज लिटरली सो स्ट्रांग कि बाकी लोग कैलकुलेट ही नहीं कर पाते उसके आइडियाज. Now the bishop is activated. Yes, exactly. I mean, now the b file is open as well. And I know the black pieces are a bit passive, but one by one, he will play rook d6. Once rook d6 happens, Vishy showing his class indeed. Chat, पता है कभी ना तुम कभी किसी को डेट कर रहे होगे, and your girl will come up to you and say, is there something you want to confess? Something you have been hiding from me? Yeah, something. You'll be like, बोल देता हूँ. मैंने ना actually, before I met you, I was also dating your sister. And then something bad will happen, so don't confess such things. And that's the main issue. So, yeah, so that's why Wesley confessed something in the confession booth, and now he's suffering. Let's not do that. Awesome graphics. Thanks for Satak bhai. क्या हाल है? कैसे हो? कैसा भाई? He played bishop incoming indeed. Chat, he's a pawn up now. I think Vishy might just win this. If he wins, dude, it's going to be so cool. This is the best move, dude. This is the best move. B takes and now bishop b7. भाई क्या एनालॉजी है? लगता है आप सिंगल हो आयुष भाई. बहुत जल्दी आप कमिटेड हो जाओगे तब समझोगे. जब आप कमिटेड हो जाओगे ना, then you understand this analogy. अनीश ने मैच टी-शर्ट कहा है यार यहीं पे. नॉट अनीश ने मैग्नस तेजम भाई. थैंक्स फॉर सब्सक्राइब बाय द वे. आप चैट को गुमराह ना करें प्लीज. दिस इज नॉट ट्रू. आई वुड लाइक टू reiterate. Magnus did Anish. That's always been the shirt I have been wearing. So I'm in full support of Magnus Carlsen. Just to point this out. Let's not chat को गुमराह ना करें प्लीज. थैंक यू भाई और तो सुपर चैट दो. वेस्ली की बुक खत्म हो गई. हाँ, वेस्ली के चैप्टर खत्म हो गए भाई. वेस्ली के चैप्टर खत्म हो गए. यो अक्षत भाई, अक्षय भाई क्या हाल है? कार्लसन पेल रहा है अनीश को, मुझे पता है. I just showed the evidence for it. Chat, by the way, pawns count करो. Who's good at maths, chat? जो मैथ्स में अच्छे हैं प्लीज काउंट करो. ब्लैक कितने पॉन्स अप है, प्लीज काउंट इट चैट जल्दी से. जो मैथ्स में स्ट्रांग है जल्दी से काउंट करो भाई, जल्दी से काउंट करो कितने पॉन अप है ब्लैक. Now we shall go to booth and say curb your arrogance. Yeah, I think that's coming. That's coming very soon. 2 pawn up, right? Exactly. तो भाई मैथ्स में क्यों फेल होते हो तुम बे? जब यहाँ क्या कर पा रहे हो मैथ्स में काहे फेल होते हो बे? मैथ्स में टॉप करो ना फिर. मैथ्स में जब बोर्ड का पेपर आया था चैट में रोते थे कल मैथ्स का पेपर है यार, नींद ही नहीं आ रही मुझे, मैं क्या करूं. तो उस टाइम कैसे होते भाई? बढ़िया कर रहे हो मैथ्स. देखो 2 पान आप पे ब्लैक, यार बढ़िया तो है. क्या सोचा लाइफ में? सही तो है, सब बढ़िया है. Vishy should give candidates one last chance. I hope he does, but more importantly, I hope he plays the Olympiad, man. That would be awesome. I am BCSC physics never failed in math. Awesome. भाई मैथ हो जाता है, SST मारता है. ओहो. हाँ अभी मैथ सबसे होता है भाई. उस दिन तो हो नहीं रहा था, अगले दिन मैथ था. Why Wesley have free pawn? Free pawn? When is Magnus Vishy? It's next round. Chat, कल Norway Chess का रेस्ट डे है एंड डे आफ्टर इट्स विशी विद द वाइट पीसेस अगेंस्ट गेस हु? भाई द वर्ल्ड चैंपियन साहिल मैग्नस कार्लसन हिमसेल्फ. नेक्स्ट राउंड दैट विल बी क्रेजी. बट फिलहाल के लिए वी हैव रुके C1 बाय वेस्ली सो. कार्लसन तक पहुंचने के लिए उसके बोलते हैं ना आदमियों को पहले हमें हराना पड़ेगा. सो लेट्स गो. Wang Hao said he doesn't feel bad losing to Vishy. Yeah, man, sure. I'm sure he doesn't feel bad, of course. दम है मतलब सेकंड में भाई, दम तो है. Wang Hao yesterday said, हाँ okay, तिक्कू अनीश द्रोही बन गया. अरे भाई फुल सपोर्ट है अनीश को भाई, उसके लिए शर्ट खरीदी मैंने भाई यार. अनीश की शक्ल की क्या बात कर रहे हो तुम? पब्लिक में पहन के निकलूंगा भाई मैं ये. Wesley so now. I don't know man. Bishop B7 looks interesting. Just to kind of defend this rook first of all. So कल को B4 C4 पे I can just take. And also you know chat, by the way, one important detail. If somehow in the future गलती से मान लो मैंने Bishop B7 और C5 खेल दिया और white ये pawn नहीं मार पाया, I think उस मोमेंट में वेस्ली के पास उसको OTV में भी resign बटन दिखने लगेगा. So that's why Wesley has to be really careful कि विशी गलती से भी सही मोमेंट पे C5 ना खेल दे. So yeah, so this can turn out to be really bad for Wesley very soon. Wesley out of syllabus. Wesley like ये तो out of syllabus बुक था. ये confession box का क्या मैटर है anyone? भाई Wesley सो हो गया था confession box में. उसने कहा दोस्तों विशी ने इस पोजीशन में यहां पे आई थिंक कहां पे था भाई, यहां पे कहीं था. विशी ने यहां F6 खेला है मगर मैं तो घर से देख के आया हूं यहां पे तो बिशप D7 इज द ओनली मूव और F6 के बाद तो ब्लंडर है एंड ब्लंडर तो हुआ मगर वेस्ली सही हुआ एंड नाउ ही इज वर्स. व्हाट हैज बीन योर पीक वॉचिंग एवर? Peak watching ever. I think 2.7k is the peak. 2 comfy कर रहे अम्मी ने तो बिशप D7 बोला था. जैसे तो सिर्फ साले मैग्नस का ही दिखा रहे हैं. अरे साले का है घुसेड़ दिया बीच में भाई, सिर्फ मैग्नस का दिखा रहे हैं गेम. इतना बोलो भाई. Confession box में all chess players you know tell their crushes and they also tell their bad moves and good moves. By the way, Vishy is thinking. Oh, chat. By the way. Vishy is going low on time, thoda sa. So he has to be careful. He needs to find Bishop B7 very quickly, and not be scared. Because I don't see what's the point. Like, what is White's clear point? He's calculating कि भाई E6 weak तो नहीं होगा, but he needs to find Rook to D6. Once he finds Rook D6, he is fine. Anish resigned क्या? Chat, Anish might lose this, but it's okay. That means Carlsen comes closer, and that's only one more incentive for Vishy to win this match. So let's go to Vishy's game again because that's only more incentive for us. How many moves more? 18 more moves for the time control, 19 for Vishy Anand. So it will not be so easy. Yeah, it's not so easy now. It's getting close. Attendance लगा दी बनी को भाई. Wesley So sus काहे भाई? Sus क्यों है भाई? Wesley So looks quite calm though. That means after F6 he was out of prep. Yeah, or he messed up his lines. He just messed up his lines, I think. उसको confuse हो गया कि कौन सी line में क्या खेलना है. I think that's usually what happens, yeah? You get confused. Do you abuse offline like Sagar Shah? First of all, I really don't think Sagar Bhai abuses offline. And second, I don't, bhai. I am very calm. I mean, he plays Rook A6, which is the second best move, which also works, chat. It also works. This is also better for black. I mean, I never abuse offline. I mean, what the fuck would I say? I mean, it makes no sense to abuse. Logo ki izzat kare yaar. Don't abuse them, chat. Very important. MVL winning. Really? Let me check it out. MVL winning. अरे भाई भाई कहाँ से winning भाई? काहे का winning भाई? क्यों winning भाई? कहाँ है winning? भाई कुछ भी नहीं हो रहा है, कुछ भी भाई, कुछ भी. Anyway, let's go to the game of Carlsen. Zhang क्या किया? अभी नहीं किया. Rook is a good move, भाई. It's a good move because it gets out of this diagonal now. And the rook is also defended with the bishop. So b4 ideas and bishop e5, bishop b4 don't work. Wesley with the USA team. Chat. भाई किसने यूएसए की टीम सुनी ओलंपियाड की? कौन चैट में है जिसको यूएसए की ओलंपियाड टीम पता है चैट? कौन है चैट में? और कौन उसके बाद बेहोश नहीं हुआ? मुझे बताओ भाई. आप लोग क्या खाते हो भाई? मुझे बताओ प्लीज. दोस्तों की इज्जत नहीं करनी चाहिए भाई. ये तो आपने पता की बात करी. मी नहीं पता पता है नहीं पता बता दो भाई. यूएस की टीम में पहला खिलाड़ी है फैबियानो कारुआना, कमिंग इन एट 2793. फैबियानो कारुआना, वर्ल्ड नंबर 3 व्हाटएवर इट इज. देन यू हैव टेबल नंबर 2 पे coming in at 2775 Aronian. And then number 3 board pe coming in at 27770 something is Wesley So. And then number 4 पे coming in at 27560 is Dominguez. उनके टॉप 4 प्लेयर की एवरेज रेटिंग 2775 है भाई. 2775. I mean, it's just insane, dude. हमारा एक प्लेयर नहीं 2750 से ऊपर. Me and my friends are drinking together while watching your streams. Don't know if it's good. They are hooked to your streams. Arey Anshul bhai, thanks for the kind words and the super chat. And I hope you don't get too high. And I hope you don't influence too many kids in the chat to drink. Thanks a lot, bhai. India for silver medal. Yes, India for silver medal. हिकारू नहीं खेलेगा. हिकारू नहीं खेल रहा भाई. हिकारू ने कहा मेरी जरूरत ही नहीं है. USA board 4 is higher than board 1 of all teams except 2 to 3. Exactly. Anyway, chat, देखो, Olympiad बात ही बात है. I have full faith in VD. I have full faith in, Hari. I have full faith in Arjun. I have full faith in, SL and, Sasikiran. I think they will manage very well. And team भी तो तुम्हें पता ही जादूगर है भाई. Team भी तो कुछ भी हो सकता है भाई. So I think India has a good team. But just to point out how strong their team is and what we are up against. Okay, he plays rook c5, and now chat, there is only one way to save this pawn. Only one way. Hockey stick nikal lo apne sab. No, actually you can also play a4. There's one more way. You can play a4, I think. So a4 is the best way, I think, most practical way. And Vishy plays it quickly. He plays it in an instant, and he plays it very quickly. He knows कि time important है. Obvious में time waste नहीं करेंगे वो. And now the point is, will white play rook f(c1)? I think that looks like the most human move from Wesley's point of view to put more pressure here. But chat, एक चीज है यार, तुम खुद सोचो. Look at this position once. Imagine करो कि for once imagine करो black की king को कोई stress नहीं है. ठीक है, मान लो black king is perfectly safe. It cannot get attacked. Imagine कर लो, ठीक है. There is no checkmating threat. कोई threat नहीं आएगा, ठीक है. Then you look at the central pawns. The pass pawn on d4, ठीक है. You see this potential कि कल को अगर इनमें से एक भी bishop exchange हो गया, suddenly this pawn will run like, मतलब बोलते हैं ना ऐसे दौड़ लगाएगा कि it will be very difficult for white to stop. So Vishy has potential here. For now white is fine, but I think slowly, knight f5, coming to e3 maybe, and it might turn out to be that this might turn out to be Vishy's game. This knight is not bad, Ladrago bhai. It looks bad. It's like it looks bad because it's out of play, but it has huge potential. It has huge potential here. I love this knight. Not right here. थोड़ा center में आ जाए तो बढ़िया है, but yeah, it can come to the center very soon. Isn't Levon Armenian? He's playing for USA. Yes, भाई दल बदल लिया वो. ये स्टेफन भाई मुझे काहे यूज कर रहे हैं भाई? ये किसकी क्रिंज की बात हो रही है भाई? Yeah, Vishy is 2 pawns up exactly. Knight is waiting for its opportunity. Yeah, exactly, man. And now that the pawn is safe, I think next move will be knight f5. So I think next move will be knight f5, Chad, if white does not attack anything else. अरे रूपक का मैसेज पढ़ो. कहाँ है रूपक का मैसेज भाई? रूपक भाई कॉपी पेस्ट मारो ना यार. उसका यही दिख रहा है कि Vishy is 2 pawns up, और तो कुछ नहीं दिख रहा भाई. भाई चेस 24 पे इंडियन प्लेयर्स की फैन बॉइंग एंड फैन गर्लिंग चल रही है. अच्छा अच्छा, मेरे बारे में बात नहीं है. फिर ठीक है. टेंशन मत लो, सब यूएस प्लेयर्स को साथ में वॉशरूम जाएगी. व्हाट? एनीवेज, व्हाट अबाउट रुक h5? रुक h5. सो व्हाट डू आई थिंक अबाउट रुक h5? कौन सा रुक यार? विच रुक आर यू टॉकिंग अबाउट? आई कांट सी एनी रुक. कहाँ है रुक? आई डोंट सी एनी रुक, चैट. आई डोंट नो कौन से रुक की बात कर रहे हैं, चैट. आई हैव नो क्लू वेयर दिस रुक इज. एनीवेज, by the way, rook f c1 played by white now. That looked human. Yeah, I mean, rook f c1 makes the most sense. Let's just play bishop b7 now. It's time for the endgame, I think. So let's play bishop b7. जो हमारा आखिरी piece develop नहीं है. I think it makes sense to develop this. Minus 25,000 acting. भाई 25,000 पहले मिलने में तो चाहिए ना. Minus कहाँ से कर रहे हो भाई? What about h3 followed by g4 to prevent the knight? You can play this, dude. You can play, but it's slow, right? If you play h3, I will immediately play knight f5. I will not allow you to play g4. You will have no time to play g4. Queen कहाँ गई? Queen गई मस्त सोने यार नींद में. Rook d6 looks nice. Yeah, but the thing is, the piece is not developed. So first, if you have a choice between two pieces, which both do the same job, it's better to use a piece that's not developed, because for this, Rook is doing a great job. Anish, I think chat is going to lose this game. I'm not even sure if he has resigned already or if he's waiting to resign, because just knight takes or h takes regardless, this game is completely lost for Anish. And he just blundered the opening itself. He panicked and lost. Just takes and just queen f5 and the game is over. Yeah, Max probably would have won. So, will there be one player from each category in the match in the Olympiad? No. It will be four players in each team, no categories, just open and women's section. That's it. No junior section, no separate, junior women's section. No, not really. By Vishy being 2 pawns up, advantage itna kam kyun hai? Is it just 11? It's because these pawns are weak. First of all, your king is a bit weak. You have these opened. You're opened your entire second rank. So if the rook comes to the 7th rank, you can see how devastating it is. So second cheese, the rook blockades the c pawn. That means the a4 pawn is weak. The c6 pawn is weak. The d4 pawn can be weak. The e6 pawn can be weak. So you can see how all these 4 pawns can be attacked at some point. The counter argument is, well, you're not capturing any of them just now, and I will just defend each and every one of them. Maybe you will take one, but you will not take two, and then I have a pass pawn running. So you can argue both ways. Will Anish go in the booth? I don't think so. After losing, he will go. E5 makes sense, yes. But the thing is, once you play E5, there's a drawback, chat. E5, let's say, I can just take, and look, the big daddy coming into the game again. The big daddy, which got blocked by F4, is finally back in the game. So let's not involve this big daddy in the game with bishop G5 or bishop H6. Let's not do this. So that's why this bishop is blocked. Let's keep it blocked for now. Yeah, chat. When you open up the position, you're opening the position for 2 bishops. Your opponent has 2 bishops. Don't open it up. Don't open it up for the bishops. This bishop is really bad right now, and keep it bad. By the way, Vishy has played bishop b7, makes the most sense. Defend the pawn. Rook c4 is possible. He might just play rook c4, by the way. Engine gives Vishy an advantage of -0.6, which I think is a bit exaggerated. I think -0.2, -0.3 होगा. "24 moves played, 16 more moves, 47 minutes. It's fine." सलूट वाला रुक नहीं आया, सलूट वेस्ट हो गया, ये बात तो है, बट क्या पता आ जाए भाई. पिक्चर भी बाकी है मेरे दोस्त. B3, I just take, dude. I just take because the rook is defended with the bishop. I just take. Chad, Vishy is behind Wesley's score for now, but I somehow feel कि ये time जो है ना, because Wesley is 2 pawns down, he will use that time. He will use that time. So I think Vishy will be fine on the clock. बिग डैडी तो वो बुलाती थी. अरे यार, थी वाले बंदों से मुझे सख्त सिंपैथी है भाई. फील यू मैन. चैट एक जादू करते हैं, पता है. डू लाइक द स्ट्रीम चैट. एक जादू कर दो यार. डू लाइक द स्ट्रीम. एक सेकंड चैट, ये क्या हो गया रे. हाँ, डू लाइक द स्ट्रीम चैट. लेट्स गेट टू 1500 likes if possible. That would be really helpful. Basically the likes help the stream being recommended to other people. That really helps. And if you're here for the first time, to subscribe. That helps my confidence when I sleep. कि ज़्यादा लोग आ गए stream पे भाई. That really helps. Thanks a lot, bye. Anyways, let me put the stream back. Rook b5. Not sure about Rook b5. What's the point, bhai? What's the point of Rook b5? How will we save Black a4 after Rook c4? If he plays Rook c4, by the way, you have to remember कि हम कैसे जीतेंगे चैट. मुझे बताओ जरा चैट. ब्लैक का ट्रम्प कार्ड इस पोजीशन में क्या है? बताओ भाई. What is Black's trump card in this position? Come on chat. बताओ भाई. Black's trump card. बताओ भाई क्या है? Knight f5 could be one trump card. I have to agree. It is possible. But it's actually might be the d4 pawn. So let's push, baby. Let's push. Let him take this one pawn, yeah, on a4. Rook takes, queen takes, and then side से घुसेंगे हम. Queen b6 check. ऐसे करके. And then when he goes king h1, मैंने क्या बोला था? एक बार c5 आ गया, black is winning. Wesley will resign. This is resigns for Wesley because king खुल चुका है. If he takes, queen takes, look at his king. Look at his king, dude. And ये pawn game जीतेगा. So you can see how bad this position can get very quickly for Wesley. So I don't think he can actually move the rook back to c4. That will be a big mistake. Yes, d4 is the trump card. दिल ट्रम्प. ये हुकुम का एक का है, हमने बचा के रखा है भाई लास्ट तक. Can VD win Tata Steel? Yes, bhai. Now a good question in the chat is what about rook 1 c4? That optically makes a lot of sense. But the issue is I still have my d pawn. So I can probably play knight f5 and prepare knight e3. Or I can also play queen to d6 and I attack this rook. So you can't take on a4. If you take a4, I take and pick up this rook. So you don't get your purpose. Yeah, तुम्हारा purpose is all new. You can't take the pawn anymore. So while Wesley could play this, he will not get the a4 pawn quickly. Let's push, baby. साहिल को क्या हो गया है भाई? हर कोई बंदा करता है भाई लाइफ में कभी ना कभी. लेट्स पुश, चाहे ऑन द बोर्ड ऑफ द बोर्ड. सो लेट्स नॉट बी टू हिपोक्रिटिकल. आई एम बैक. स्टॉकफिश इज विनिंग. रात का टाइम क्या है भाई? रात के 11 पड़ रहे हैं. अभी घर पे जो मुझे गालियां पड़ेंगी ना. एनीवेज, ये वेस्ली मोर लाइक वसूली भाई. व्हाई उकेश इज नॉट प्लेइंग? हाय राम. बोथ प्लेयर्स एक्यूरेसी. अरे हाँ भाई, एक्यूरेसी देखते हैं भाई. एक्यूरेसी वाइट की एक्यूरेसी है 96.5, रेड एफएम नहीं 96.5 एंड ब्लैक की है 97.8. टूर्नामेंट रेटिंग कितनी है विशी की भाई? टूर्नामेंट रेटिंग क्या होता है भाई? फिट रेटिंग होता है, वो है भाई 2756. That pawn is Donald Trump. अरे यार, छी यार, किसका नाम ले लिया यार? Let's not spoil the mood. I mean, now I can't undo my mind. अब मुझे डोनाल्ड ट्रम्प भी दिख रहा है डी पॉइंट के बदले. छी. रुको, मुझे भी आंखें रिफ्रेश करने दो. ब्लैक लोटस ओपी. ब्रीथ. Think about good things in life. chess. Cheese crust pizza. Katrina, cheese crust pizza. Mac spicy paneer burger. Yes, now it looks better. Yes. Yeah, so now we focus on the game, chat. And yeah, so bishop b7 still played, and Wesley is still thinking. And now you can see the time is almost equal. It's almost equal. 49 for Wesley, 47 for Vishy, and it's coming closer and closer now, chat. He was talking about TPR. TPR क्या है भाई? अच्छा, टूर्नामेंट परफॉर्मेंस रेटिंग. ओ, वो तो विषय की बहुत हाई होगी रे. कम से कम 3000 तो होगी. एक बंदा कह रहा है तुम मरा लो अपनी, मुझे भूख लगा दी. सॉरी भाई, इसको भूख लग गई यार, माय बैड. Term backups. Yeah, that's a good question, bhai. He's actually, I think, yellow. They can eat some. Is this tournament invite only? Yes, invite only, bhai. Invite only. With this, Magnus will do after passing. Grab a Snickers. Kraken got prize from Putin for his comments. Lamau. Yeah, man. This goes back. Paisa barbaad rahi si. Thank you for your kind consideration. Genius here. Okay. Tikku feeling like what a terrible day to. नहीं ऐसा नहीं है भाई. अरे टाइम नीचे जा रहा है, मजा आ रहा है भाई टाइम देख के. बेस्ट मूव फॉर व्हाइट रिजाइंस. बेस्ट मूव I think might be just to play h3 here. First of all, to prepare g4 as we discussed, somebody said in the chat, and also to have king h2 in mind, because as we saw in many variations these two diagonals pay, white was getting killed, right? So h3 and king h2 might provide white that safety point. मतलब वो चीज है. Russia is not playing Olympiad. My friend got engaged. अरे nice. Nice तो क्या ही था भाई. But anyways, nice भाई, nice. Carlsen evolution drop. What? Check Radjabov accuracy. Okay, I will. भाई Radjabov की 99.3 और Vishy की 99.4. So we have already one draw as the results, chat. And that means we'll see a tiebreak there very soon. Let's close that game. We go to Carlsen against Anish, and Carlsen has taken on g5 with the knight, and now the queen is coming to f5, and I think Carlsen will win very soon. Let's go to the game of Topalov against Tari. Topalov does seem to be slightly better after rook e4 and doubling up rooks maybe at some point. We go to Mamedov against Wang Hao, and this looks roughly balanced, when black is slightly better with some pressure on c3, but white should be fine, I think. He also has a d5 pawn to attack. So a lot of draws coming in this round, but one game that is unlikely to end in a draw so far is the Vishy game here, because there are so many imbalances, chat. Chat, कितने लोगों को पता है कि imbalance क्या होता है? How many people in the chat know what an imbalance is? Come on, chat. How many people in the chat know what's an imbalance? Come on. अरे मेरे कॉलेज का बेस्ट फ्रेंड का बर्थडे था भाई. फक भाई, हो गया यार. अरे भाई फक हो गया भाई. अरे भाई अब गालियां सुननी पड़ेंगी यार 10 साल. अरे भाई फक हो गया यार. शिट. एनीवेज, या सो इम्बैलेंस चैट ये होता है बेसिकली कि मतलब each side has a certain advantage which the opponent does not have. For example, let's say कि आपके opponent आपके पास Snickers की chocolate है, and your friend has a Mars chocolate. So you have your own imbalance. मतलब मेरे पास Mars है, you cannot compare it easily. Which is better? I think, for example, यहाँ पे बहुत घटिया लड़ रही थी वैसे, but still, black has a pass pawn. Black has 2 extra pawns. White has some advances, some dark square pressure, 2 bishops. So अपने advantages है दोनों के पास. 2 bishops white के पास है, some active pieces white के पास है. He has some attacking chances as well. Those are white's advantages, and black advantage है 2 extra pawns. Long term potential with the d pawn. So these are black's advantages. So let's see क्या होता है. And Wesley has played bishop to f1, which is an interesting move because he's trying to get the pawn back basically. The bishop is headed to b5. That's very obvious because the c6 pawn is pinned. And now what Vishy has to do is just drop the rook back. भाई कितना तेज खेला भाई. भाई कितना तेज खेला भाई. भाई कितना तेज खेला यार. He plays so, and bishop g2, draw offer. Draw offer from Wesley So. अरे ड्रॉ नहीं करेंगे रे पगले. Draw offer from Wesley So. भाई rook k6 is repetition. Vishy, don't take the draw, man. I think you are better here. Although he might disagree, man. Let's see. He might take it also. You never know, man. It depends. Maybe he repeats once. Chat कई बार क्या होता है ना, ये ना रशियन स्कूल में सिखाते थे. मैं वहाँ पे बहुत बार पढ़ चुका हूँ, of course, पिछले जन्म में. तो वो कहते थे कि मतलब you repeat the moves once. और you देखते हो कि opponent repeat करेगा कि नहीं. क्या पता opponent repeat ना करे और घटिया move खेल दे और. So this was always a tactic. But Wesley might be also employing this. So you never know. Oh, Vishy repeats. Vishy repeats. And now it's important. Wesley repeats. Oh. Chat, will they agree to a draw here? When is part 2 coming of the video? Nasik, Vishy. When I play my next tournament, Harshal bhai, tab. Okay, chat, by the way, if he draws, Vishy maintains his lead in the tournament. But Vishy is better. I think he knows this. But maybe he doesn't know how much better he is. Let's see chat kya hota hai. By the way, rook a3 rook is the best move. But after bishop g2, he has to find something else and give this pawn, I think. Rook d6 maybe. I want to see Armageddon. That's fun, man. That's true. But I think Vishy is better, man. It kind of feels not enough. He's played such good chess. Rook 8 played. Oh my god, really? अरे यार इतने भाई स्पॉयलर्स मत दो यार. Chat almost 4,500 वोट है भाई. 68% for Vishy, 22% for draw, 10% for So. Rook 8 played, chat, and now if Wesley So, Rook k6 will be a draw, chat. Rook k6 will be a draw. Rook k6 will be a draw, chat. Will he play Rook k6? I hope not. हो गया क्या? कोई कह रहा है ड्रॉ हो गया, कोई कह रहा है नहीं हुआ. अरे they agreed to a draw यार. They agreed to a draw. अरे. He was better, but अरे. But यहाँ पे क्या move थी यार? Let's have a look. Chat, Armageddon होगा. Don't worry. Vishy maintains his lead. Bot भी celebrate करने आ गए हमारे साथ. तुम खुद देखो कितना क्रेजी चल रहा है. Bot भी celebrate करने आ गए हैं. कोई बात नहीं. Draw is fine, chat. Draw is fine. Don't worry. Draw is fine. Armageddon में जाएंगे. वहां पे लेंगे Wesley So को. ठीक है ना? Don't worry. By the way, यहाँ पे just to go back, I think जो इंजन बता रहा है वो है 3 पॉइंट, but there's no guarantee, man. इंजन बोल रहा है कि यहाँ Rook D7 खेलो. Now this is a weird move. Bishop C6, Rook C6, and now Queen to A7, या फिर Queen to B7. And to be honest, when you look at Rook takes E6, it does look scary, man. It does look scary. You look at this position, it's not clear who's better. Now Knight to F5, and Black is, well, objectively better. But to be honest, when I look at this position, it's not completely clear, right? It's not completely clear because Black's king is not comfortable on G7. कोई check आ गई ना तो लेने के देने पड़ जाएंगे. So I think Magnus will be 8.5 now. Oh, so that means Vishy has to win. Vishy has to win. So Wesley ने बहुत चंट खेला भाई. He played it very in a chunt way. I don't know chunt को हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं. White looks like he's setting a lot. Exactly. It's not easy. Rook is coming to C6. There are Rook E7 ideas, G4 ideas. So I do feel somehow that the draw is not too out of the picture. It makes some sense. But Wesley is clever. We have to agree. Wesley is very clever. And that was a great draw by Wesley. You know, he played very fast and put Vishy under the clock. And yeah, that's only a warning. I think Vishy se pange lena mushkil hai. And now, chat, I think we'll have the Armageddon match very soon. It should start, I think, in roughly 5 minutes or so. So until then, let's have a look at the Carlsen game. And chat, do like the stream. If you're here for the first time, do subscribe to the channel, guys. Let's get to 24.6k today. And also, bhai, Armageddon. Vishy, by the way, will have 7 minutes on the clock. Wesley So will have 10 minutes. We have not seen Vishy so far in a situation jahan pe he will have less time than his opponent. This is one case, but I think it would have gone down very soon. So that will be a tough challenge for Vishy, I think. Very tough challenge. Chat, I think Vishy was not so sure कि this position is actually better for him. We can look at the bar and confirm for us कि it was slightly better for him, but it's very difficult to realize that when you're actually playing the game. And draw is actually okay. ये हटबे वाले क्या है भाई? मतलब अगर मैं इंजन ऑफ कर दूंगा ना यहाँ पे 4 मूव में हार जाओगे तुम ये गेम और वेस्ली से नहीं, मेरे से. तो इसलिए कह रहा हूँ भाई रिलैक्स करो. दिस इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू प्ले एज ब्लैक बिकॉज योर पीसेस आर वेरी पैसिव. सब कुछ पैसिव है, सारे पीस पैसिव है, एवरी सिंगल पीस इज पैसिव. सो आई थिंक डोंट वरी, ड्रॉ इज फाइन एंड आई थिंक आमगढ़ में जीत सकते हैं हम लोग. Vishy was winning in Magnus against Anish with black yesterday. I know, but Vishy sir, Anish nahi hai na. Vishy is playing really well. Anish is not playing so well in this tournament, but Vishy sir is. So we can bank on him to win in this game. Going into Armageddon as black is not good. I know, but ठीक है यार. अब क्या है कि अगर Armageddon मिल गया तो 1 पॉइंट कंफर्म है ना. 1 पॉइंट तो मिल ही गया. अगर हम हार जाते गलती से तो 0 मिलता, तो 1 तो मिल गया ना. ठीक है भाई, ठीक है. अब कुछ लोग जानबूझ के हटवे कर रहे हैं. अनीश को ड्रॉ करना था यार. हाँ, अनीश ने गलती करी यार. अनीश यार मतलब थोड़ा धोखा जरूर दे गया. आई हैव टू अग्री. ये मैग्नस चंट है. मैग्नस नहीं भाई, वेस्ली चंट है असली. तो क्या चंट ड्रॉ ऑफर लिया ना. 1.5 विन पे मिलेगा ऑफ कोर्स. हाउ मच डू यू अर्न बाय यूट्यूब स्ट्रीम्स? प्रॉब्ली नथिंग ऑन दिस स्ट्रीम बिकॉज मैंने वो सिग्मा मेल वाली आवाज कॉपीराइटेड है क्या? बिकॉज वो तो गया उसके साथ. इस स्ट्रीम का रेवेन्यू तो गया उसके साथ. आई थिंक एटलीस्ट एड रेवेन्यू. Just came back to the stream. Who's the edge in the current game? It's a draw, chat. We are waiting for the tie break to start. And we have the link for the tie break already. Let's go, baby. Magnus blunder हो नहीं सकता भाई. It's impossible to blunder there. It's literally impossible. Cooperate नहीं है क्या? फिर बच गए क्या हम लोग? बच गए भाई, फिर तो बच गए. He's trying to play safe. Looks bad. He should have tried. Wondering, yeah, I should clarify. That position looks much more easy than it actually is. It's not easy, man. It's not easy. I can guarantee you it's not easy to win. टिकुआ जल्दी सो पाओगे? हाँ, शायद आज 9 घंटे के बदले मेरी शायद 8.5 साढ़े घंटे की स्ट्रीम होगी. Who is Magnus Carlsen? Who is Magnus Carlsen? कौन बोलता है वे? Our Lord and Savior is Magnus Carlsen. ए ज्यादा हो गया रे. लॉर्ड कहां से आ गया रे? ऑस्कर्स भाई, ऑस्कर में जाने के लिए ज्यादा लगता नहीं है. बस किसी को थप्पड़ मत मारो. That's all you need to get into Oscars nowadays. It's very easy. कैंसल कहां से ब्लंट भाई? पॉसिबल ही नहीं है. ये मैं भी जीत जाऊंगा यार. This is completely lost. My throat is gone. Luckily कल नॉर्वे चेस का रेस्ट है भाई, रेस्ट डे. ऑल्दो कल वो है आई थिंक एम्पियर इंडिया चेस टूर, तो वो करना पड़ेगा. बट एटलीस्ट नॉर्वे चेस का कल रेस्ट है भाई. थैंक गॉड. Go back in Magnus 1 +4 to +1. Yeah, that part I saw, but it's still winning, dude. It's still winning. That's the best part. It's still winning. It's still winning. Vishy is trying to play safe. Looks bad. He should have tried. He tried, man. He tried. He did not find. Chat देखो ना. तुम कह रहे हो कि खेलना चाहिए था. वो तब खेलेंगे है when he finds the drawing move. कई बार ना when we play a game of chess, we come back home, we look at the engine. अरे यार मैं जीत रहा था. बट हमने जब वो गेम में वो मूव देखी नहीं तो काहे से जीतते भाई. तो हमें दिखनी भी तो चाहिए ना मूव भाई. वो भी तो चीजें है ना. नॉर्वे की नस नस में मैग्नस और अनीशा की नस नस में मैग्नस. सही है यार. इस अनीशा इक्वल टू नॉर्वे. गला कैसा है आपका भाई? मत पूछो यार, मत पूछो भाई. आज तो लग गई रे. मैग्नस नाउ विशी ऑन प्राइम. I don't know, probably balanced. By the way, chat, कल नॉर्वे जिसका रेस्ट डे है. परसों पता है किसके साथ मैच है? कोई बताएगा चैट में? Who is Vishy Anand playing in round 5? chat, किसका नाम दिख रहा है भाई बताओ? Who is Vishy Anand playing in round 5? कोई स्पेशल आदमी है लगता है. Yep, indeed, he's playing Carlsen. So let's not worry too much. We drew against Wesley. We stay ahead of him. And अगली बार हमारा कार्लसन से पड़ेगा. and then we try to defeat Carlsen directly with the white pieces. So don't worry, if Vishy defeats Magnus, तो I think उस दिन पटाखे फोड़ेंगे भाई. I promise अगर विशी ने कार्लसन को हरा दिया, मैं I don't know उसी रात को या अगली रात को पटाखे जरूर फोड़ूंगा भाई. I promise. और शॉर्ट वीडियो डालूंगा भाई YouTube पे. प्लीज चेसकॉम इंडिया आइडिया मत चोरी करना रे यार, बहुत बढ़िया शॉट बना रहे हो, ये वाला आइडिया मेरा है. So पक्का पटाखे फोड़ूंगा भाई. Let's go. Magnus Carlsen, eh? What do you think about future of esports? It looks quite great, man. When was the last time Carlsen lost in classical? I think he lost last year, right? Kraken से हारा था, किससे हारा था? I forgot किससे हारा था, but हारा था. अरे हाँ, फ्लिपबोर्ड भाई, हम देशद्रोही थोड़ी हैं. अच्छा, उसका चैनल सब्सक्रिप्शन दे देना. ये क्या है भाई? हाँ, डूडा. That was, I think, the World Cup, right? World Cup में. ऐसे पेन को वो 2020, like 2 or 3 years back, I think. What's the qualification, bro? For what, यार? Qualification for what? Anish Giri comeback. क्या बात कर रहे हो? दिल खुश ना करो. अरे नहीं यार, this is lost, man. Queen F5 is coming up. That should be lost. एक बार मेरा नाम लो. पार्थ ऋषि ले लिया भाई. दुद्दू. Why players like VD, AD, Haris are not playing an MP India Chess Tour? It would have helped for Olympiad. Because they are stronger for that field, I think. It's meant for mostly juniors. I know now you'll say Surya is not junior. I don't know why Surya is playing. But it's mostly meant for juniors to give them a chance to play some tough tournaments over the Olympiad. And give them a chance to qualify for the main CCT event. Not for VD and Hari are already playing the CCT event. So it makes no sense for them to play. Even Prag, he's already playing it. वैभव तिवारी, लो भाई नाम ले लिया. सूर्या सैंडबैगर, कुछ भी. Vishy only needs to hold the draw to win, right? Yeah, Vishy only needs to hold a draw, by the way. Draw चाहिए बस, खाली draw चाहिए. तो यार ठंड हो रही है, एसी बंद करने दो. अरे बंद ही नहीं हुआ. भाई वागड़न में विशी के पास टाइम कम है, डर तो है. ये है, but the thing is, it's like मतलब विशी somehow has managed his clock so well. I think he should be fine. साहिब जैसे जेन्युइनली आप विशी के सेलिब्रेशन में बोला था, अच्छा लगा. आई डोंट नो व्हाई, बट हाँ, लव यू भाई, कीप स्ट्रीमिंग, हम देखेंगे. इट्स नॉट जस्ट विशी, जनरली just their passion for chess. Thanks a lot, Bhaiya, for the kind words, man. I think I want India to succeed in chess. I love the game, and anybody who's making India proud of that game is somebody I admire a lot. Apart from Sergey Karjakin, I hate that bitch. Uske alawa, I admire most players in chess who are at the top, and they are putting a lot of effort, man, into the game, and I hope they do well. प्लीज से अनंत बेरा स्मार्ट है, बोल दिया यार. आपकी कितनी रेटिंग है भाई? 2200 है रेटिंग. स्टार्ट द पोल फॉर द मैच. अरे भाई दोस्तों, क्या हमें एक और पोल स्टार्ट करना पड़ेगा क्या? अरे विशी का कुछ कम हुआ क्या? यही परसेंटेज में वोट करो ना यार, क्या स्ट्रेस है? 5000 वोट बचाते हैं. एसी है तो बड़े अमीर निकला भाई. एसी उनसे अमीर नहीं होता इंसान है खाली, आई गेस. Your views on Ukraine-Russia war, I guess I expressed them when I called Kraken a bitch. I guess that makes sense. Your performance rating is calculated. How? I think it's basically you take the average of all the opponents you have played, and then you ban these bots, and then you see how many points you have. As simple as that, bhai. Why do you hate Sergey? Let me see. First reason being he encouraged a war which is leading to killing of people. I guess that's a good start. It will start any second, chat. I think it will start at exactly 11:15, 3 minutes from now, 2.5 minutes from now, chat. Chat. Let's get to 1500 likes if possible. And if you're here for the first time, अगर आज हम 24.6k पहुंच जाए तो मजा आ जाए. Let's go, chat. Vishy Sandbagger, not Vishy Sandbagger. Call your London every single day. Anish blundered. भाई अभी blunder बाकी थे क्या? This is lost, man. I think 95 bishop b3 back. We saw this exact variation, right? We saw this. Till it starts, we can watch Anish game. यार Anish हार रहा है भाई. क्या देखे उसको? It will start in 1.5 minutes. I promise you. 11:15 स्टार्ट हो जाएगा. 3 मिनट का 10 मिनट हो गया. I know, but 11:15 स्टार्ट होगा. Promise भाई. 11:15 स्टार्ट हो जाएगा. देख लेना. What's your fit rating? 2201. आपने तो दिल पे ले लिया भाई. टेंशन मत लो भाई. दिल पे नहीं लिया यार कुछ भी. If India goes into a war, do you expect Vishy not to support India just because he's a chess player? If India starts a war which leads to killing of people, and you want me to support killing of people, do you see the problem there in my mind logic? I don't think any war is being worse fought over where even a single person gets injured, forget dying. So I will not support that war, चाहे इंडिया स्टार्ट करे. Anyways, रजाबोव का गेम देख लो भाई. रजाबोव का ड्रॉ ही है ना. आई थिंक वो ड्रॉ ही है ना उसका गेम. तो लेट मी हैव अ लुक. कहाँ है उसका गेम? तो ऑलरेडी ड्रॉ हो चुका है. अच्छा, उसका टाइब्रेक स्टार्ट हो चुका है क्या? ओह, दे विल स्टार्ट टाइब्रेक बाय द वे. बट ठीक है, दिस गेम इज नॉट दैट कॉन्सिक्वेंशियल. हमें अपनी गेम फोकस करना चाहिए यार. इट विल स्टार्ट इन 1 minute चैट, प्रॉमिस. 1 minute स्टार्ट हो रहा है भाई. अगर नहीं होगा तो विल गो टू कार्लसन्स गेम. What if it's for Kashmir? No. As a Kashmiri, if we want Kashmir completely back, I don't believe in killing anybody for it. I don't believe it. War is not the solution. At least that's my belief. You can disagree with it. Am I banned? Nahi bhai. So you must be against surgical strikes. Honestly, I don't even know exactly how it happened. All I know is if people die, it's not correct. I would not support anything that leads to people dying. Either way. That's my point of view, bhai. And you need to come up with diplomatic solutions to everything. Of course, ऐसा नहीं है कि भाई दूसरा बंदा तुम्हारा कुछ कांड करते तुम बैठे रहो, but I feel कि diplomacy is the correct solution for everything. Anyways, I don't want to get into war right now because I have not started it. And anyways, are you okay with terrorists dying? I guess so. I mean, they are the ones who started this. एक टेररिस्ट को मार, अब टेररिस्ट का मतलब ही है कि वो बंदा लोगों को मारने आया है. Those people you can definitely go for. I mean, if you can, you have to, right? Otherwise सबको मार देंगे वो. But I feel कोई भी civilian should not die in a war. That is like number one rule for me. अगर एक बंदा मर रहा है, this war was not the solution. Simple सी बात भाई. Anyways, this is not politics assist channel का नाम है क्या? अरे यार, मेरे मॉड ने चैनल का नाम चेंज कर दिया पॉलिटिक्स असिस्ट. आई विल चेंज इट बैक टू चेस असिस्ट. एक सेकेंड. या चेंज इट बैक. एनीवेज, अनीश प्लेड नाइट f3. अनीश ने कुछ खेला ही नहीं है भाई. ये क्या है भाई? अनीश ने कुछ खेला ही नहीं. And the problem is g6 is incoming. What's the solution to g6? I don't know. There is no solution here. 95 only saves it for a move. I will still play g6 next. And in terms of the game of Radjabov against Vishy, I do think white is slightly better because it's control of the c file, but it also feels like a position jahan pe one slight mistake and that game is dead equal. Like it's not like a critical position jahan pe bahut difficult hai. So let me go to the game of Vishy again. If it started, bhai 15-16 ho gaye bhai. Ab to start ho jana chahiye tha. I'm surprised. Let's go to Wang Hao. Okay, ये तो लग रहा है 50 मूव से एक ही गेम चल रही है भाई. Topalov की गेम. Okay, he plays rook e4. I think Topalov is definitely putting some pressure because this pawn is, this is kind of a semi-pin. This is kind of a semi-pin, and this pressure here. Rook can come to on the king side as well if you require it at some point. Feels difficult for Tari. I have to admit, it's not winning, but it looks difficult. It looks slightly difficult. Again, Vishy's game. कब start होगी यार? It's not started, man. That's weird. Vishy should have played. Now this looks tough. I mean, अभी तो game start भी नहीं हुआ. What looks tough? अभी तो start भी नहीं हुआ यार. Relax. Vishy should have played. Okay. Yo, Wizard भाई क्या हाल है? Chucky, Vasily, Ivanchuk, OP. हाँ भाई, Ivanchuk is a great player, man. I mean, apart from missing meeting one against Vishy sir, I think he has literally crushed literally Carlsen as well. And I for him makes the whole world blind. बिल्कुल सही बोला यार. And that's the end of the politics as this topic. Vishy should have. Okay, ये तो मैं पढ़ लिया. Considering white is only Teimour Radjabov, Wesley is already losing. Nice. There's the confidence we need. Magnus has not won yet, but he is winning, chat, because I think g6 is a threat. You can also only defend with knight e5. I put the bishop back, next threatening g6. And if you play g6 yourself, then I play queen to f6, and now I'm threatening f4 followed by queen takes g6, and you're lost. So I don't see clear solutions to this problem. Maybe Anish has some, but if he had, he would have probably played them by now. Let's see. वेस्ली डर गई, वेस्ली डर गई। हम जितने पर क्लासिकल रेटिंग चेंज हो गई नहीं यार। Why nobody is playing like Mikhail Tal? They do play like Mikhail Tal, but sometimes Mikhail Tal तो हमेशा ही खेलते थे भाई। विशी और वेस्ली में ड्रॉ कैसे हुआ भाई यार? They agreed to a draw in a slightly worse position for Wesley. They repeated moves in this position, where I think after Rook K8, Vishy could have played on with Rook D7, Rook D6 or D3, many moves, and he would be better. I feel. That's the thing. भाई इतना बायस क्यों हो इंडियंस के लिए? वी ऑल वांट इंडियंस टू विन, बट दूसरों को गंदा फॉर्म करना क्यों चाहते? कल तुमने कहा था यू वांट कारुआना टू सक एट ओलंपियाड, बी अ गुड स्पोर्ट ब्रो। लेट मी शो यू कारुआना's rating once. I think you've not looked at Fabiano Caruana's rating. Fabiano Caruana यार 27 chess दिखाता हूँ मेरे को। I'll just show you why I'm saying so. So this is the rating graph of the world. So do you see the problem now? Do you see the problem, or don't you see it now? In the top players of the world, you have the entire US team: Caruana, So, Aronian, and Dominguez. You don't have a single player from India. Not a single player, dude. And if India has to win the Olympiad, the only way they win is if these guys are not in form. If these guys are in form, we are not getting gold. It's impossible, I think. मतलब जितना भी कमाल कर ले like you know Indian team, अगर ये अपने पीक पे खेल रहे हैं तीनों लोग, तो क्या कर सकते हो तुम भाई? And you know, and if India wins the Olympiad, it gives India a lot of resources. And it will give a lot of opportunities to Indian sponsors milenge. Naka is not even playing. That's the kind of team they have. So it will give so many youngsters a chance to get sponsorships. इतने सारे imagine करो Olympia team को भाई करोड़ों रुपए gift करेगी यार government if they win the tournament. Imagine how much difference it could make in the lives of these players who are playing the Olympiad. And Vidit and Tanya and Arjun, these guys will still make enough money. But imagine players in the B team, yeah, Ronak, who maybe doesn't have the same opportunities up till now, or Adiban will also get help. And I think female players, Vantika, all these players in the female team. So you want them to get those opportunities. हम यहाँ पे भाई, as Magnus says, charity business के लिए नहीं बैठे. Anyways, the match has started, chat. So, chat, we are ready with the match. Vishy has, as you can see, 6.5 minutes on the clock. Wesley has 10 minutes and they have to play 40 moves. तब तक के लिए कोई टाइम नहीं मिलेगा क्लॉक पे. So let's go, chat. Why is he not playing? Why is he not playing? अरे why is he not playing? अरे क्या हो गया? अरे 5 मिनट रह गए. अरे why is he not playing? Oh. Okay. Okay, all cool भाई. वो चेस कम था भाई. ठीक है. That was transmission error भाई. चेस कम कह रहा था. All cool chat. All cool. So we have knight d4 here, and this diagonal is of course strong, but if you play e5, I can just play rook b8. It's not a big deal. And also this knight is coming to c6. The bishop will go to b7. I can also play d5, which he has a decent position here. White goes b4. That's his usual plan. And I mean, as black, I do want to play this, but then after it takes, I can't take with the b pawn, so I have to be a bit more careful now. हाँ, इसका नाटक था भाई. Time difference है because Armageddon, and Vishy has to be really careful, man. He has to play 40 moves before he gets increment, so he does not have too much time. But we can take with the e pawn though, no? We can take with this pawn, so bishop b7 is not so bad. Bishop b7 takes, I take with this pawn, not a big deal. He plays knight c6, but I think b5 might be a problem here. But then he takes on e2, knight takes e2, knight d4, knight takes, bishop takes, and I have turned into Hikaru for some reason. दो सेकंड के लिए भाई मेरी फट गई थी भाई, honestly. Oh, bishop b3 now, attacking this knight. But just developing bishop b7. What's the issue? Is bishop b7 here? Time gap बढ़ रहा है, I know chat. He plays bishop to d7. Not the best move, I have to say, but a okay one. Because the bishop is kind of passive, this bishop would have been really active on this diagonal. But it makes sense because he has very low time. He has to kind of play pragmatically. Playing the best moves always is not the correct strategy. यहाँ पे आपको good moves खेलनी है. Chat, when you have such a time control, right? आपको best moves नहीं निकालनी, good moves खेलनी है, blunder नहीं करना है, बस. And he needs to play 40 moves quickly and play good moves and quickly. It's not easy to play this armor against his back. राजा बेटर भाई, राजा रानी घंटा फर्क पड़ता है. अभी विशी है भाई, सिर्फ विशी है भाई. अभी knight d4 played, he takes with the pawn, the bishop comes here, then I can play e5, bishop h6, and now we have a decent structure, I think. The only thing is white might go f4 and he might try to attack, but I think probably black is okay with f6 maybe here. Let's see what he plays. Yeah, f4 from white, and Vishy has 4.5. He plays f6. He plays my move. Nice. And I think Vishy is fine here, although white should be tiny bit better. But chat, yaad rakhna, if it's a draw, Vishy wins. If it's a draw, Vishy wins. So Vishy does not need to force a win here. Dhyan rakhna. Wesley has to force a win, so he might overextend and lose. Vishy के 69% वोट. Chat 100 लोग वोट कर दो. Let's get to 5,000 votes. भाई देखते हैं भाई 5,000 वोट है हमारे पहली बार. मजा आ जाए. पहले हो चुके होंगे एक्चुअली ऐसे मे बी वर्ल्ड रैपिड ब्लिट्स में, बट स्टिल. जर्मनी में मंडे हॉलीडे. अरे भाई मंडे हॉलीडे भाई, कल भी हॉलीडे मनाएंगे भाई, बस इसी जीत जाए. Coming to Agardan as black is disadvantage. I agree. I totally agree, Krishna bhai. I totally agree. But Vishy can probably manage it. Let's see. Oh, h4, b5. Vishy tries to break this pawn chain immediately. Nice move by Vishy. White has to take and the bishop will be activated, putting pressure here. Now, Wesley will have outside pass pawn, but Vishy will have some pressure on this pawn chain. So, kind of an imbalance now. And team time advantage देते हैं. Exactly. That's not so fair, but we have to accept it as it is, chat. Life में सब कुछ fair नहीं होता. Life is unfair भाई, आज समय बोलता है. He might also play, rook c1. That's also a possibility. Chat, अब तक 19 मूव हो चुके हैं. Vishy has used his time really well, playing moves which are, such की मतलब यहाँ पे he doesn't have to think too much. मतलब ऐसे कोई complicated knights नहीं है बोर्ड पे कि कोई knight उठ के यहाँ से यहाँ पहुँच जाएगा एक मूव में. It's not possible. So Vishy is playing some good chess, very practical chess. Chat, do like the stream. Let's get to 1,500 likes. If you are here for the first time, do subscribe to the channel, guys. आपके सामने एक लाल बटन है, उसको दबा दो यार. हमारी फैमिली में शामिल हो जाओ. Let's go. राजा wins. Okay, राजा has won. हमें भी जीतना है यार, लेकिन ओके. वेस्ली सो थिंकिंग. आराम से सोच वेस्ली भाई, पूरा टाइम ले यार, कोई जल्दी नहीं है लाइफ में. पूरा टाइम ले भाई, पूरा टाइम ले. MVN lost. That's awesome. Not a big fan of white's bishop. Exactly, it's not the best piece on the board. Oh, he plays rook c1, b takes c4. Now rook takes c4 will happen. And chat, I think black is equal now. Rook c8 next. Maybe, even queen b6. The bishop can also go to a4 later on, completely block this pawn chain. And then we have a strong pawn chain here. He plays bishop a4. Nice. Vishy playing really fast. He plays really fast, chat. Only move we have to prevent is rook c7. We cannot allow this. So maybe rook c8 now. He plays rook c8. Good move again by Vishy. And now he can develop the queen as well. And this bishop is a very strong piece, chat. h5. Good move by Wesley. Trying to break through on the king side. Vishy could just take it also, but that's not the human move. I think he might just take on c1 or might play... Oh, he takes it! Dude, that was the best Indian move. I would not play it in a million years. But Vishy just takes the extra pawn. Dude, insane. Vishy is not scared at all. He's not scared at all. He takes this pawn, spoiling his structure. And now queen to d7 is the best move for Vishy. Oh, he flanks it! He finds the best move again. भाई क्या आदमी है भाई. भाई मेरे गले की बैंड बजाते हुए Vishy Anand. Okay. What's happening, chat? Rook c8 now. The queen is coming to h5. The rook is coming to c2. Who's better, chat? We don't know. Anybody could win this because Wesley has to win by force. Rook c3, attacking two pawns. Vishy has broken through on the queen side. Wesley को king side पे mate करना पड़ेगा. I think Vishy is already better. Vishy is better. Let's go bishop b5. Attack the d3 pawn. Let's go Vishy. White can try queen h4. That's possible. Trying to get capture on e5 and then capture on f6. That's one plan. Queen h4 looks very strong for white. Black will have to play queen to e6, defend the f6 pawn. Vishy is better, and time difference is only 1 minute and 10 seconds chat. 1 minute and 20 seconds chat. Not much. 30 seconds maybe. ये दुआ है मेरी रब से, विशी ड्रॉ कर दे वेस्ली से. भाई जीत भी सकते हैं यार. एमवीएल कौन सी कंट्री से है? एमवीएल फ्रांस से है भाई. Wesley is already losing. I don't think he's losing just yet. This queen h4, which is a strong move for Wesley. He plays queen h5. Mistake by Wesley. Let's take on d3. Arey, Vishy is winning. I think he's winning, dude. I think he's just winning. Oh no, white is winning. What? The evaluation changed. White is winning. What the hell just happened? He had to take on e2. Oh my god, he had to take on e2. He had to take on e2. He had to take on e2. No. Queen f3. Wesley is winning now. Oh my god, Wesley So is winning. Vishy blundered. Even I thought this was a normal move, but that is a blunder. f6 is hanging, chat, and d3 is hanging. I think in this position, bishop e2 is -7 for Vishy. If he had played bishop e2, Wesley would resign in the next 5 moves. But now Vishy has taken a few pawns. He's trying to draw this with a number of pawns, but looks difficult. Now rook c1, very strong for Wesley. Will he play rook c1? Mat khel Wesley ke bacche. Come on, queen f7, let's go. That was so sad, dude. Anyways, let's hope for the best. Still, maybe some chances. It looks difficult. This bishop is a monster, man. a6, looks a bit uneasy. Rook c1 now looks winning. भाई क्या किया था? विशी करते हैं मिस्टेक्स एम्बिशन में, जिंक्स मत करो. ये क्या है भाई? कुछ भी. He was completely winning. By the way, rook f2, passive move by Wesley, not the best move, but still enough, man. Wesley is completely winning. Wesley के बच्चे ओपी. अरे यार, एक मूव में यार. Come on, Vishy, कुछ जादू कर दो यार. Come on, Vishy, कुछ जादू कर दो. We have seen Hikaru defend a rook down position against Wesley, man, in rapid. This is possible. Come on. कुछ तो होगा यार, कुछ तो होगा. ओ भाई साहब, Wesley तो भाई पूरा पेल के आया रे. This is going to be difficult now. Queen exchange हो चुकी है, chat. And now rook will have to move somewhere. You can't trade rooks. Rook has to go to c3 or e3. Now bishop f5 for white, and Wesley is completely winning. He's completely winning. Bishop f5 completely winning for Wesley. I think rook will come to c1, c2, and then c7, and that should be game over. Okay. Yeah, this looks lost. Inaccuracy means कि slight mistake है. You might be worse but not lost. Blunder means you're completely lost. And he was completely winning in that position. Like -7 था भाई. -7 था. In this position it was -7, man. यहाँ पे if bishop e2, ef6 check, just king gets 8, and Vishy is -7 literally. It's completely lost for Wesley. If queen takes e2, you capture this bishop. Rook g3, maybe king h2 or whatever it is, king h1, whatever. Then you have queen h3, queen h2, and queen f1 mate, and Vishy wins. So that's what he missed, and now Wesley is completely winning. बार पे मत जाओ, बार हाय यार. Chess is cruel, man. Indeed, chess is indeed cruel. That's why, playing chess is not so easy, dude. It's not so easy. He is still playing, but I think this should be lost, man. This should be lost. Wesley को टोपलोव के प्यार की ताकत आ रही है. 1 point तो मिलेगा. Yeah, he'll get 1 point. Share, by the way, one important thing is he will only lose half a point here. He will still get 1 point. So he goes to, I think, 8.5. So he will be in still tied lead with Magnus Carlsen. And he plays Carlsen day after tomorrow. So whoever wins that match gains the killer lead. यहाँ पे white will even just exchange rooks, I think. Should that be winning? I guess so. Wesley is my new nemesis. Wesley भाई क्या किया Wesley भाई? क्या किया यार ये? Now rooks off. It's draw. I don't think so. But Wesley is trying to play it perfectionist. Is it a draw though? I don't. Yeah. Vishy resigned, chat. It's kind of, I think, Zugzwang. If king here, king at 6. If rook c7, I think, then I just exchange rooks. Yeah, or bishop e6 maybe also. What happens if rook exchanges? This should be a win as well, right? Bishop a4, king f7. Even this is a win. Yeah, even this is a win. So everything wins for Wesley. Vishy has lost, chat. But let's have a look at the standing once. I will tell you what I mean by Vishy not suffering too much by this. Of course, he could have played the classical game. That's one thing he might regret. But this is not a big deal. Let me show you why. So these are the standings right now. And as you can see, Vishy is on 8.5. Wesley goes to 7.5. Still behind Vishy, by the way. Carlsen will go to 8.5. And MVL, I think, has already played his game. So even now, after all of this, Vishy and Carlsen will be tied first. So it's all chill, not a big deal. We'll have Vishy vs Carlsen next round, 5th round, and it's going to be main battle. Let me show you 5th round, Vishy vs Carlsen. Give me a second. This is the match, chat. You can see on your right here. So yahan pe hai. You can see Vishy vs Carlsen. It will be happening day after tomorrow. Tomorrow is a rest day, and parso hoga Vishy vs Carlsen. So it's not a big deal as long as Vishy can defeat Magnus Carlsen. And we saw that happening in Blitz. He can do it again. So don't worry, chat. This was Armageddon. So Vishy gained 1 point from this. He's still first. It's okay. It's okay. He would have led. I know for sure, man. But we make mistakes, man. And this position that we saw, it wasn't easy, man. It wasn't easy. Like in this position, he had to find bishop e2. Not easy, man. We have to agree it wasn't easy. 5,000 votes, 69% for Vishy, man. Crazy, man. 5,000 votes. Insane. But theek hai, matlab, it kind of makes sense. Wesley won regardless. Chess sucks. Have you met with it? I have not met him yet. I will soon. I've talked to him though. He was maybe too quick to make the move. Yeah, it's Blitz. No, that's the issue. Magnus is winning. Don't worry, yaar. He played well, man. He played well. Because he played almost perfect moves, like almost perfect apart from this one single move. You see, he's winning here. He's completely winning. Just bishop e2 khelna and he's completely winning. So, it's okay, man. It happens. Yeah, 1 inch from winning. That's true. That's true. Yeah, you basically take here ef6 check, king h8, queen takes e2, rook g3 check, king h1, queen h3, king h2, and queen takes f1 mate. But don't worry, even if he loses, he still gains 1 point. He's still first. And day after tomorrow, chat, we'll have Vishy Anand versus Magnus Carlsen happening. That is going to be an epic match to follow because it's Carlsen, bhai. It's Carlsen. And if Vishy can defeat Carlsen, us din hum sab celebrate saath mein karenge. To bahut maza aayega, bhai. Tomorrow it's rest day, bhai. So we'll have day after tomorrow. Classical better. Armageddon was winning with black. Yeah, exactly. That's what happens. Chess is hard, man. Chess is cruel. Chess is really hard, man, sometimes. Regardless of what you do, it's very hard. Because, as I mentioned, when you're playing tennis or football, if you score a goal, you get that goal for the game. Chess में से कुछ भी नहीं है. दुखता है दिल मेरा भी यार. I feel you, man. I feel you. Can Anish draw by any chance? Okay, let me have a look at Anish's game. It is possible. I mean, I wouldn't say it's impossible. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, bishop for knight. Like on material, for example, if I take, this is a dead draw. This is a dead draw. So white has to maintain this pin and use it somehow. So it can turn out to be a draw later. It is possible, chat. It is not unimaginable to see this. ठीक है, chat. I think Vishy lost, but कोई बात नहीं. I think we can end the stream now. And regardless, thank you for joining in. बड़ा मजा आया. I think Vishy played some good chess. Regardless, the luck was not on his side today. And कोई चक्कर नहीं है भाई. We'll have Carlsen के साथ मैच परसों. बड़ा मजा आएगा. And कल दिन को by the way निहाल versus अर्जुन मैच है. Do join me for that क्योंकि बहुत crazy मैच होगा. And एक ही बंदा जीतने वाला है भाई tournament. So I'll see you tomorrow, chat, in the afternoon. Take care. Keep smiling. And खुश रहो भाई. Vishy will come back. सीधा Carlsen के साथ ही Carlsen को ही पे लेंगे भाई सीधा. ठीक है ना? Bye, chat. See you soon. Take care. Keep smiling, man. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.